It was scary bad. Usually things don't scare me. I mean, and it wasn't scary in the way, it was just...
You didn't expect it to be that powerful?
Exactly.
How many airbags do we have now?
5.
How many did you test?
2.
Did you see it, John? Mm-hmm. You see it go off?
Mm-hmm. We have it on tape. Would you like to see it?
Yeah. Did it here?
No, I can go get it real quick.
And nobody knows what we're talking about, right?
Nobody.
Okay.
It was quite simple.
Was it?
Yes.
Is the area wired?
Area's prepared.
Good. Is there any potential danger?
See the video first.
Really?
I think it's going to be okay.
A lot of powder and and the door actually just came off.
Gone.
Not flew open, came off.
Off.
Hang on, here comes Eddie. This got audio?
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. Just hit play?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. That's kind of what we thought.
You look at it again. It's just funny because as you're looking at the shot, everything looks normal.
Yes.
Certainly don't know that anything's wired with an airbag. All right, let me go back. Look at this again. How come this camera doesn't have any audio? I thought it's got a mic built in.
It picks up audio. For some reason, it's not playing it back through the camera. When I plug it into my computer, it'll work.
Oh. Could the sound be turned down on it?
I have no idea where the sound is on it.
Let me look for a second. Because I bet that's a dandy noise. Backlight, fade, volume. No, I think that's doing something else. And we'll see. Here it comes.
I know. We ran like little children.
Did you really?
Oh, yes.
Did you fix the...
We went back and fixed, but we wanted to be out of the area just in case.
Right there is where it says volume, Andy.
Maybe you have to push it in or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Hold on, let me see. Try it one more time and then we'll move on. No audio. It's fun to watch. All right, there you go. Why don't you go see if you can bump that off to... Can you bump that off to a CD I can play in here?
The audio, yeah.
Yeah.
Take a couple minutes.
Yeah, I'd like to hear that.
Okay.
Because it looked like it was loud. It was. It's just hard to believe that those airbags are the same ones that are in the steering wheel of cars.
Yeah. It's going to hit your puss.
Yeah. I don't want that thing hitting my puss.
Well, I think their theory is it's better that for just a moment than your windshield, head going through the windshield.
Wonder what happens if you've got glasses on.
Man, I don't know. People say they break their nose. I can't see how it wouldn't break glasses. Oh, they don't shatter, but they could come off your face.
Or if you get in a wreck, just about the time you got a Coke can in your face.
Oh, man.
I'm just thinking all the different things that could be between you and the airbag. But then again, if you're in a wreck, it's either hit that or hit the steering wheel. If your seatbelt, I don't know.
I've only seen a car actually rear in the car and the thing go off one time. The girl got out and she was burned on her arms and on her face. And it was just, the car was just full of smoke. I thought it was called fire because it was just a momentary deal. But it went off. Drunk chick out on 360. We'd already stopped for another wreck, and she just came along the rear. And we had flashlights and flares.
You're not telling the story good. I don't know who hit whom and whose car went off.
I saw one go off once.
Okay. That's a good story.
Yeah.
Tell like that.
No, okay. I saw an airbag go off once.
What happened?
It burned the chick. She got out.
I mean, the fact that thing blew the door off of something where doors aren't meant to come off of, that's not encouraging.
No.
Maybe these are just old airbags. Because the guy up at, is it Wood or Woods? Wood, singular? Because they were doing the firefighter training up there over the weekend. And in exchange for us plugging it, they give us a bunch of airbags. Maybe these are old airbags out of older cars. Because I had thought at a certain point they decreased the power on them. So they didn't come out with a force powerful enough to blow the door off of things.
Yes.
I got to ask something. I can't do it on the air because I don't want to tip anybody off.
Okay. One more thing.
Okay. I can ask this on the air.
Okay.
Will they go off in simultaneously or?
Your choice.
I think I'd like in different stages.
You can do that.
Thank you, Monty. I want to do it now, but I want to save it for later in the day.
Yes.
And there are cameras hidden in the air?
There are cameras and everything is set. Nothing is visible.
Good.
I don't know how Eddie did it. I really don't.
Danny. Hi, Renee.
What's up, buddy?
Yeah.
I was just wondering if you saw the car chase earlier today.
Yeah.
I was wondering what you thought about that, see if you could address that at all.
What's the address? It was a slow speed chase.
I know. I was wondering if you felt like they were just kind of taking their time with them, or if they were just trying to take the less aggressive stance due to the other incident with, I guess, what we were talking about yesterday. Or
what were you talking about yesterday?
No, not
I missed your show.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, you were talking about the cops and the guy that died from getting beat by police and stuff like that. I'm wondering if you thought they were taking a less aggressive stance due to what's going on. I mean,
no, that's two totally different things. One guy, some guy that was hopped up on PCP fighting with the cops. These were a couple of guys that were on parole.
Yeah, but he's a convicted felon. You know, I don't know if
stolen truck.
Yeah.
No, it's two different things. I wish they had gone faster.
Yeah. All right, buddy.
All right, thanks. Like an hour long, wasn't it?
Yeah. A buddy of mine calls me from Hawaii. He goes, "Hey, I see there's a police chase in Dallas. How do you know that? They're covering it, watching it in Hawaii. Apparently it's a big news day."
Oh, it's like on CNN or?
It was Fox.
Oh, okay.
Fox was feeding it to the local TV station out there.
Okay.
It's odd.
Because I think it started in Irving.
Yeah.
Went all the way down to 30.
Came all the way into town.
Did they get into Mesquite?
All the way out to Mesquite. Came up through Garland, back around.
They went into Garland?
Yes.
Are you sure?
635. Can't get there without going through Garland, back to Dallas. Into the High Five Construction south.
They went through Garland?
Yes.
It must be new to the area. They honest to God, because I watched the police chase. I didn't see any Garland cop cars.
Well,
I saw Irving and Dallas.
No, Irving, maintained lead. And then Dallas came in once they got back into Dallas proper. But
and they went through Garland.
They did.
That's not very wise.
And made it.
I don't care what I'm wanted for. I don't care what I got to do. If I'm running from the cops, I will not go through Garland.
Would have been fun if he just slammed on the brake in front of the Garland line.
Hands up in the air. Give up. Come get me.
He got out and shot himself. Yeah, but, all over town.
Sort of let down. They didn't even wreck or nothing. Just kind of slowed down to like nothing. Stopped.
Boxed in.
punks.
The one guy had his hand out the whole time out the window. That was weird. Passenger.
Maybe he's doing a little plane thing. I do that sometimes.
Feeling the air go over your hand.
Yeah. That's kind of fun.
Yeah. It was a long time in the car. Maybe he was distracted.
Yeah. Maybe he thought the cops would watch that and they could get away.
Dr. Pepper on my nose. Quit. People be distracted. Oh, God.
Got the audio? I don't care how long it is. I just want to hear it go on. Yeah, that's the 50th. All right, we'll do this and we'll do news.
Okay.
Sound like a pop gun.
It sounded louder than that in the office.
Does that camera have a sensor where it shuts down?
Yeah, and we were looking right at it when it went off.
Oh.
Well, that worked. Let me get out. That sound, the secondary sound was the door flying across the room.
Oh, was it?
Yes.
Oh, let me hear that again.
That little wooden sound is...
Got it. All that from an airbag.
Yes.
And you're not beefing these up, right?
No, that's straight out of the car.
Okay. And the other things are ready?
Yes.
Good. And we can deploy anytime?
Whenever you'd like.
Excited? Let's do it now.
No, let's wait.
I don't want to wait.
Wait a little bit.
I hate to wait.
I know you do.
All right, we'll wait a little bit. All right. Anything else going on?
No.
We all caught up and everything?
Yep.
Dandy. Here we go then. Got your news?
I do.
All right, 327, J.D. Ryan's on Live 105.3.
Thank you, Russ. Brought to us by Crown Royal.
Crown Royal, blended Canadian whiskey, imported by the Crown Royal Company, Stamford, Connecticut. 40% alcohol by volume. Enjoy our quality responsibly, but don't drink if you're under 21.
And by the Hurricane Grill, I'll be there on Friday, Greenville Avenue. It's a good win in Lower Greenville from 10 until midnight. Great atmosphere. Hurricane Grill taking Dallas by storm.
I thought you had some place to go Saturday.
Saturday, I'm going to do the Operation Kindness
Okay.
deal, and then Sunday,
You got the
I have a cowboy
watching
watching party.
All right.
So I may be late to your party. What?
I'm sorry, what?
I may be late to your party because I have to...
What time Cowboys play?
Noon.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Right here.
Where's the party?
Let me double sure. Yeah, noon. And the party is... Hold on. I got that right here. It is at Sherlock's Pub. That's Beltline Road and 5100 Beltline Road. I'll be there noon until whenever the Cowboy game's over, which you normally do.
Wow, it's on Beltline. I shouldn't have any problems getting there.
That doesn't... They didn't give me a cross street. I don't know. I'll find out.
You mean to tell me that somebody just told you to say, hey, this place is on Beltline and that's it?
Yes, it's all the copy points I have.
Give me that. Doesn't say a city. Doesn't say anything. Just get on Beltline, you'll find it. It's on 635. Say, it might be on Loop 12.
Yeah, those big circles.
Who writes this crap?
I believe that came from Chloe.
When Cindy Coyle died, she take all the brains with her?
No.
They bury everybody's brain with her?
No.
I bet her casket's full of brains.
It's not. It's not.
What is that supposed to tell people? 5100 Beltline.
I don't know. That's consistently what I kind of get from promotions. It's very sketchy.
And you're supposed to read this on the air.
That's what I'm handed as copy.
I want these things to be handed to me before they go in the air. Because obviously nobody else decides to check these things before they hit the air. This is a major market station. I know we try not to make it sound like a slick broadcast, but only so many things should fall between the cracks.
I understand.
What city is it in?
I'm not positive, so I'm not going to say.
You don't know.
It's in Addison. It's in Montford and Beltline, actually.
Is it?
Yes. Thank you, O'Malley.
You may want to add that to the copy.
I will.
Or anything else gets on the air anymore for any reason, I want to see it.
Okay.
This has gone beyond retarded. Hey, we're having a party. Where is it? On the road to Six Flags.
Swing by.
Swing by after you get off Loop 820. The other party.
So I'll be late to your party. Not very late. 3:15. Okay. All right. Tuesday, December the 9th, 2003.
Hold on a second. Yes, Blue? Hello? Come on, Lloyd. What did he want, Dan?
Apparently the game time's been changed to 3:15.
I'm looking at the schedule here. It's sitting here.
Did you check before you put him on, Dan?
Everyone else has been calling up. I'm trying to get onto the website to check.
Okay. Why would they change the game time?
I have no idea.
Well, it doesn't look like you're going to make your appearance on Beltline.
My appearance is from noon until 2.
Oh.
I just don't make the Cowboy games when I don't make.
Maybe it's a pregame party. Maybe that's what they're planning on.
It says Cowboy watching party, but okay.
Maybe they're watching the one from last week.
Possibly.
All right, go ahead.
Tuesday, December 9th, 2003. Donny Osmond turns 46 today. John Malkovich is 50. Bo Bridges is 62. Dick Van Patten is 75. And Kirk Douglas is 87 years old.
Hold on. Just tell me, Dan.
Game time 3:15.
Okay.
Well, it doesn't make any difference. Your appearance is noon to 2.
That's correct. That's our promotion department.
Why is it? I bet that's wrong.
Which one?
The noon to 2. I don't think they'd have you out there for a Cowboy watching party. It was
noon to 2.
Right. It's like having one on a Tuesday.
It's the pregame.
Yeah. All right, go ahead.
Police have 2 men in custody following a chase through Dallas County that began as a routine traffic stop in Irving. We just talked about this. The chase involving a black pickup truck started about 11 a.m., rode through town, and they arrested the guys near Fair Park at I-30 and I-45. A memo from the Dallas Deputy Marshal suggests the city former police chief, Terrell Bolton, recently tried to elude a subpoena. The chief said he was simply running late. The incident reportedly occurred last Wednesday outside Bolton's Dallas home. Deputy City Marshal was parked down the street waiting to serve Bolton with a subpoena. According to a memo filed by the Deputy Marshal, when he approached the chief's house in his marked car, Mr. Bolton quickly exited his driveway and accelerated. The Deputy Marshal wrote then that he briefly lost sight of Bolton. When he saw him again, he was at a high rate of speed, traveling 80 to 100 miles an hour in an area where the speed limit is 30. This is according, again, to the official report. The officer never activated his lights and siren, fearing the danger to other motorists and people in the area.
Right.
I lost sight of him for the final time as he ran a stop sign and proceeded southbound. Bolton's attorney, Robert Hinton, said the former chief never saw the marshal's car.
But it was okay to do all this other stuff.
Simply late for a meeting.
Right, so it's okay to speed and run red lights. Former police chief.
Okay.
So he's admitting that he did all these other things, and the reason that he did those things was he was late for a meeting.
He's admitting he was late for a meeting. He said he may have exceeded the speed limit, but it wasn't 100 miles an hour. He wasn't driving recklessly, blowing through stop signs or anything like that. That's all Hint, the lawyer's take on it.
But who said he was?
The marshal.
Dallas Marshal.
In an official report, in a memo filed by the deputy marshal.
So now the Tyrell is calling other law enforcement officials liars.
Clearly.
Okay. One moment, please. Yes, Robert.
The paper today has the Cowboys and the Redskins starting at 3 p.m. They changed it so that Fox can run a doubleheader.
Okay. Well, I wonder how that's going to affect your appearance, John. Thanks, Robert.
I'll need to find out.
Well, it doesn't look like you're going to make it.
Okay.
I ain't paying this much for a party, and then you stiff me.
I'm not going to stiff you. I'll be there.
If the game starts at 3:15, you can't make it.
My paperwork says noon to 2.
I bet they change it.
do you want me to do? Not go to the appearance?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You decide what it's worth.
No, don't do this to me. I agreed for a client to be there.
When? How long ago I go plan at that? You heard me.
I know.
How long ago I planned this Christmas party?
That's why I said noon to 2. I looked at the schedule. I went noon to 2. I'm safe. The party starts at 3. It works perfectly. Leave it to Fox. Mess up your party.
All right.
I'll be there. I'll be at your party.
We'll see.
I'll pass.
Okay.
I agreed to noon to 2.
All right.
The more TV your kids watch, the fewer fruits and veggies they'll eat. That's according to a survey published in the Pediatrics magazine. And now there's no concrete word as to why this happens. The assumption is that kids who watch too much TV aren't really interested in doing healthy things anyway. They're bombarded with ads for junk food.
Don't come to the party. I don't really care. I got too many people coming already. I got the band that's going to play.
Okay.
Hoopa Stank.
Hoopa Stank's going to be there?
Yes.
I wouldn't miss it.
And a great big margarita machine, all Shasta flavored.
Oh, Shasta. I wouldn't miss it. I will be there.
I don't want you there.
Why? You don't want me at your party?
No. Go ahead with your stupid news.
American children spend more time watching TV than engaging in any other activity except sleeping. They average 22 hours of viewing a week, and they're exposed to about 20,000 commercials every single year.
You're going to miss Booyah Tribe karaoke? I don't care.
I won't miss it.
I don't want you there. Go to your party.
You really invite Trey to the party?
We talking about?
Yeah, you said it on the air.
We talking about this on the air?
Yeah, you said it on the air.
Did I? So what?
Nothing.
What?
That's just nothing. Is he just coming as a guest? Is he working? What's he doing? I don't know.
No, he's just coming as a guest.
Okay. It's just going to be weird.
Why?
Just because of the way he left and disappeared. Nobody's seen him since.
It's the holiday season. Good God, man. Unclench. I don't have to be. All the stuff that Trey did wasn't because he did it with malicious intent. He's just an idiot.
Okay.
You can't be mad at somebody because they're an idiot.
At him.
You can be mad at somebody because of their intent, of their pompousness.
Yes.
Of their ego to where they think they can go out and do their own show. Then they lose it. Then they want to come back because nobody else wants them.
Yes. Okay. It'll be fun. It'll be a great time.
Why do you want to know if Trey's coming?
You said it yesterday and you just kind of caught me. I didn't know you guys were communicating.
We're not. I just thought it would be a nice email. I don't care if he comes or not. It was just a nice gesture.
It's very nice. You invited what? How many people so far?
Now I think it's up to about 130.
It's a lot of folks. It'll be good. Be good.
So if you don't show, I don't care.
I'll
go to your
there.
big thing.
I'll be there.
No.
Are you going to have the Cowboy game on during your party? At least in a room? Because a lot of people are going to want to watch. What? In a room that you don't go in, like upstairs.
I'm paying $700 for a band, and I'm going to turn on the Cowboy game? I think not. And God knows what I'm paying for food.
Probably nothing. Who's providing the food, Russ?
I don't know. I just picked somebody at random.
Somebody at random?
Yes.
Like who?
Three Forks?
Just totally random.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Ask me again.
Who's bringing the food?
Three Forks. One more time, pays for it.
I got you. And the food was brought by who?
Three Forks.
Three Forks. Okay.
Dallas North Tollway.
They have a website you want to throw in?
I don't know.
Okay. We'll figure this out.
Okay.
What I'm going to do. Funk music pioneer George Clinton arrested and charged with drug possession after allegedly telling an officer he had a little cocaine in his pocket. Arrested Saturday and bonded out of jail over the weekend. Police said the officer noticed a man sitting by himself in the passenger seat of a car at a gas station about 2 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. They approached to talk to him. When the officer got to the car, the man, later determined to be Clinton, tried to hide an item he was holding by dropping it between the seats. Clinton started to reach into his pocket. The officer said, "Is there anything in that pocket that could be dangerous?" He said, "Well, yeah, I got a little cocaine." The item he was accused of dropping was a crack pipe between the seats.
How old is this guy? In his 60s?
Did you see his mugshot? These just get better and better. This is right up there with Glenn Campbell.
Oh, that is not him.
That's him. That's on Smoking Gun.
Hold on a second. What does that look like? Wait. What are those dogs with hair like that? What do you call those? Yeah, looks like an Afghan hound with
face.
face.
Yeah.
I don't even know. It's just the hair looks like some kind of hair fountain.
Yes.
What is it? Is some of it gray? This is black and white, so I can't tell. Some of it gray, some of it
it's
black?
It's colored. And
oh, is it?
Yeah, different colors. Turn off the mic a second.
All right.
Sorry.
I don't look like Liz Wilde.
Hush. Say that? What's the matter with you? Give me this. Get me in trouble. David Letterman has a lot of fun on his late show, lobbying Oprah Winfrey to either appear on his show or let him on hers. But Oprah told Time Magazine she won't be Dave's guest anytime soon. She says, quote, both times I was on his show previously, I was sort of the butt of his jokes. I felt completely uncomfortable sitting in that chair, and I vowed I'd never put myself in that position again. Oprah said it's not a snub, and notes that she sent him a tub of children's book when she found out the girlfriend was pregnant, and adds that he's, quote, a great deal of respect for the man and his talent. Pink and Tommy Lee were seen at the Lotus nightclub in New York recently, along with a girl, a little blonde mohawk. They were making out in the bathroom near the urinals, pretending kind of dry humping, while Tommy pretended to play the drums on the champagne bucket with 2 forks later. Then,
is this the same guy that said I was out of control?
Yes. He was dry humping in front of the urinal in the men's room with Pink.
Same guy that left my studio, went out in the hall and said, that guy in there is nuts. Same guy?
It's one.
Guy that's got tattoos all over his body.
Yes.
Banging some chick that's got hepatitis C.
Yes.
His wife.
Yes.
Calls me nuts.
Mm-hmm.
It's absurd.
What was I going to say? Oh, about Pink. Like a lot of teens, Pink worked her share of fast food restaurants. She wasn't exactly a candidate for Employee of the Month at any of them, though. In a recent interview, I see you fanning that over here. Don't. Dang. Why do you do that? In a recent interview, where was I? Recent interview with Associated Press, the singer calls her days at McDonald's outside Philadelphia a bit weird. I would open the restaurant because I was tripping on acid, and I would say, can I have bathroom duty? I would sit in the bathroom and watch the tiles. And despite smoking cigarettes at the drive-thru window...
Who said all this?
This is Pink.
All right.
The chick that was in the bathroom with Tommy Lee.
Okay.
Despite smoking cigarettes at the drive-thru window and doling out free fries to her friends, she said she worked there about a year. That was McDonald's. She also worked at Pizza Hut for about a year. And, Wendy's lasted for an hour and a half. The boss asked her to do French fry duty. She said no. She said she had a friend call and act like she was my manager. I had just gotten this big record deal at lunch break, and I couldn't come back because I was going to be famous. Strangely enough, her big break did come about a year later when she was signed. You want to do audio? Or?
Yes, I'd love to.
Cut number 1.
Time? Good.
Bad Boys Part 2 is out on video and DVD today. Will Smith in cut number 1 was asked if he's concerned about kids being exposed to the violence in Bad Boys 2.
Here he comes.
Hopefully kids aren't going to see the movie. If you're doing your job as a parent, unless they're over 17 years old, they won't see the movie. And hopefully once someone is 17 or 18 years...
What is the movie rated?
It's R.
Why would somebody ask a jackass question of are they worried about kids seeing this?
Good question. I saw kids in Bad Santa over the weekend. Little kids, 3 and 4-year-olds. Parents bring them out. They don't want babysitters, so they bring them to the movies.
They took them to that movie?
There was a 3-year-old kid, however old they are when they could barely get up and down the stairs, running up and down the stairs, looking at the little neon lights that light it up so you can see in the dark. The whole movie. At one point,
don't ushers come out anymore and go, hey, these kids need to sit down or you need to go someplace else?
Literally, you know how the very front seats are kind of separated, normally empty?
Yeah.
At one point, that little kid went down there and crawled on the floor. The dad finally got out of his seat and went down there looking for the kid. Somebody in the audience had to point to where the kid was. It was that bad.
You almost want to stop the movie, come out, point at the parent, just so they get the full scope of embarrassment. Go, look, it's your kid. Either keep him in that seat or go someplace else. Because we're trying to enjoy the movie, and I can't enjoy it if your little rug thingy is running around up front.
It's every other word was the F word, and
I know, I love that.
You'll love Bad Santa, then you'll absolutely love it.
I know. I haven't seen all of it yet. Billy Bob does or doesn't die at the end?
No.
No what?
He does not die.
No. God, that would be cool if they just died.
Why?
And then take that little short, that black midget, and make him Santa.
No.
That would be fun.
No. He's the elf. Do you want to hear a scene from Bad Boys 2?
Can't wait.
Cut number 2, scene in which Will Smith and Martin Lawrence talk to Marcus's sister, who's Gabrielle Union, after a lengthy car chase.
Sid, are there drugs in that truck?
There's cash.
Where's it going?
I can't tell you.
Why not?
Because I have a career, and if I want to keep it, I have rules to follow.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means that my orders are, under no circumstances, share information with Miami PD because they got too many leaks.
Oh, I'm Miami PD now. Oh, you done forgot I'm your big brother, huh? That's reckless, it was stupid, and it was dangerous. I'm telling Mommy.
Out today, Bad Boys Part 2, and let's see, Geely, the long-awaited, is finally being released on DVD and video today. Cut number 3.
Did you say long-awaited?
Just kidding.
Oh, okay, good.
Kind of sarcastic. Ben Affleck on Working with Jennifer Lopez.
What cut?
Cut number 3.
All right. Wait. Hold it. Almost here.
Everything that she is very natural and comes out of who she is. She thinks she's somebody who's very self-assured and is very comfortable with herself and what she wants and who she is.
Yeah, you're both idiots. They are.
Cut number 4 is Lopez on Working with Al Pacino in that movie.
Much just from even if he wouldn't even done the movie, if we just done that first rehearsal, I walked away with enough to, I think, make myself a better actor. You know what I mean? And that was how impressive.
You're an idiot, too.
You want to hear a scene? You probably don't.
Yes, I do. I can't wait to hear the acting.
In which Ben Affleck tells Jennifer Lopez he's attracted to her.
What cut?
Cut number 5.
You know, you're actually a very attractive woman.
You know, this may be a good time to suggest that you not allow the seeds of cruel hope to sprout in your soul.
You about to blow?
No.
Why'd she say that?
Don't fall in love with me is what she's trying to say.
She said about blowing his seeds.
Don't let the seed of hope plant whatever in your soul.
Maybe that's what she calls his weenie.
No.
All right.
Hope in your soul.
That was beautiful.
It means you're not my type. Good night.
Good night.
Geely is out on today on DVD and video on JD Ryan Live 105.3.
Hold on. Yeah, Jason?
Yeah, I was looking at the smoking gun pictures.
Yeah.
You know how horrible everybody looks on there?
Yeah.
Except Carmen Electra. She's still hot.
Let me look really quick. You know, my mugshots didn't look that bad.
No.
I even smiled.
Did you?
Huh.
I really, truly believe there's no way to make her look ugly.
Let me, what am I going to? Enter the gallery?
Yeah,
Is
down
it?
at the bottom you've got George Clinton's picture.
Oh,
Click
wow.
on it.
It's The Smoking Gun, right?
Yeah, it's thesmokinggun.com.
All right, because I just typed in smoking gun. I can't get Everett to find my mugshots, or even I wanted the video of when they interrogated me.
Should be public record, shouldn't it?
He said after a while they destroy them, especially since they abandoned the case.
Yes,
I know, but I wanted to have the video. Everett said that was the biggest thing for me in my case, was the fact that the cops were stuttering more than me. It's Michael Jack. Oh, there's Clinton. Oh, that's a color picture.
Froze his hair.
Jesus. Where's Carmen Electra?
Hollywood, second one from
I
the
see
top.
it. Yep, you're right. She still looks good.
She is way off.
Hang on, let me look at Tawny Katane.
Dude, look at Yasmin Bleeth.
Oh, that's bad. Hang on. Yeah, she's number 1 on this. She looks like she got some kind of bar fight. The Yasmin Bleeth chick?
Rough.
Like somebody beat her up and swole her up.
I got to look at Nick Nolte again.
Glenn Campbell's still the best one so far.
I don't know. That's a rough call between Nick Nolte
and Glenn Campbell.
Well, Nick Nolte's got the hair and the shirt going on. Let me find Glenn Campbell.
Yeah, but Nick Nolte's nasty in all of his movies too. Glenn Campbell is always, perfect hair.
Where's Glenn?
Music. Out in the middle.
Oh, I see it.
Next to it.
That's great. Just greatness.
JD's right. It looks like he's in a wind tunnel. And it's blowing his mouth and everything back. we should Photoshop that and put a cape flapping in the background. Yeah. See if I want to look at anything else. Bobby Brown. Yeah, a lot of these chicks are really, let me look at Kim Delaney. She looks fine. Yeah. There's Natasha Leone or whatever. She's kind of BVO. Looks like a bad high school shot. All right. Were you done?
I'm done.
Okay. You got to give your out.
I'll say it again. There's news and information. I'm J.D. Ryan, live 105.3.
This is Russ Martin.
Hi, Gail.
Hi, Russell.
What do you got?
I've got Racetrack.
All right. Your out cue is 100% guaranteed.
Racetrack, where the gasoline is 100% guaranteed. They're so confident in the quality of their gasoline that if their gas ever causes a problem with your car, verify it with a certified mechanic and they'll pay for the repairs. Racetrack gasoline is always 100% guaranteed.
And also brought to you by Ford. Peace of mind and great value. That's what you get with the Ford Quality Check certified pre-owned vehicle. To find certified pre-owned dealer nearest you, visit FordCPO.com. In South Dallas, you've got a roadway closed due to an overturned trash truck. Eastbound I-20 ramp to southbound 35, and it's causing a slight delay in a couple of directions. Eastbound I-30 Tom Landry Highway at Fort Worth Avenue, there's a wreck in the right lane. And Fort Worth, southbound 35 South Freeway at Reisinger, there's a ladder in the left lane. And this is also brought to you by World Market. Attention shoppers, come to World Market this week and get a $10 shopping card free when you spend $50 or more. Explore wine, gifts, gourmet foods, and furniture from around the world. Whoa!
Did she fall down?
What was that?
I don't know. JD and I were talking off the air. All I heard was whoa, and she was gone.
All right, windy and cold tonight. Mid-30s for the overnight low. Going to be down near below freezing tomorrow night. And wind advisories on everywhere pretty much. 44 degrees now, live 105.3.
What'd you say, Dan?
I was asking if you want me to call her back.
Yeah, just make sure she's okay.
Okay.
That's weird.
All right. Yes, Ryan?
Hey, Russ.
Yes?
Why are you so mean to your boss? I mean, don't you have any respect at all for the people that employ you?
Which, are you talking about Gavin?
Yeah. I mean, without them, you wouldn't have any paycheck. I know you made fun of your old boss, and now you're harassing the new ones.
Yeah.
I mean, haven't you considered the toll it must take on their self-respect?
No.
Well, you know what I think?
No.
I think that they're only laughing and letting you get away with it because they're afraid of you. That's what I think.
Yeah, that's what I think, too.
Pretty on target.
Yeah. There's supposed to be some kind of drama here?
No, I mean...
I'm missing the drama of the phone call.
You know what I think? They get $12 million you make them every year. Just got them scared. Yeah.
Yeah, but most people, they don't harass the people they work for.
Yeah, I know.
So.
It's a good job, isn't it?
It's nice work if you can get it, I guess, huh?
Yeah. Entertaining line. Did you get a hold of Gail?
I keep getting all circuits are busy.
Oh, maybe their phone line's just crapped.
Could be.
Are we being too ugly to Gavin?
I don't,
I think Gavin gets it.
I think he does too. He's got so many other things to worry about, and I don't want to get into details, but I don't think he's worried about you. I think he realizes it's all in good fun.
Yeah. If we didn't like him, we wouldn't be doing stuff to him.
Exactly.
I have to ask another question.
Okay.
When, excuse us for a moment. When, all right, sorry. I have a quick meeting. And that's all ready. Anytime I want.
Whenever you want.
Okay. Okay. Gail?
Hi.
You okay?
Except for that little shock I got when the electricity came back on in my headphones.
Oh, did you get some kind of surge in your head?
Yeah, I think I need some new headphones.
Did they really crap?
Everything did. I mean, we lost everything. I don't know what happened. Total dead. Sitting in total darkness.
Hmm.
But
Well, if you want, you can come down here. Aren't you just up the road from us?
Oh, well, we're not that far from you. No, everything came back on now.
Oh, okay.
So.
But you're okay.
Yeah, I'm fine, except for that little shock in my brain. Maybe I'll start getting signals now.
Maybe so.
I hear dead people. Okay.
You asked her.
Yeah. Trying to be concerned.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so should we lay off Gavin or not? I mean, after today.
That's up to you.
Has he said anything to anybody in the building?
No, he's very good-hearted and very good.
I know that I think Siebert takes it as a compliment that I say he's got fingers.
I think he does too.
Because I think they started calling him fingers in all the promotions meetings.
Oh, no. Okay.
I'm telling you, you go to the Infinity Christmas party with 300 or 400 people. Mm-hmm. You take his wife and you take Siebert, they would be the last two that you would pair up.
You're right. You're right.
Maybe he was cute when they got married.
No, he's not an ugly guy at all. Hey, what? All right, you're right. Maybe he was.
Because I know when I go out with hot chicks, people are going, hey, what the hell's going on there? But this is so diametrically absurd.
And women look deeper than the physical, and guys look at the physical.
Yeah. Because she's model height.
Yes, she is. Totally.
And Siebert looks like somebody on the Lamb.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
He's in a tuxedo, smoking a cigar. He looked great. Looked like a radio executive at the party.
Looks like somebody on the Lamb. Looks like somebody would be sued because of malpractice. Go ahead, Newton.
Buddy, don't believe a word that other guy just called in.
Doesn't he?
Without you, I had to watch myself. Without you, that station wouldn't be making any money, and they should be thankful.
Oh, the station would be making plenty of money. It's a non-profit organization.
I was going to say, wait a minute.
Everything's fine. All right, if you think Gavin's cool with stuff, then
I think he's fine. I mean, off the air, after hours, I've talked to him.
Mm-hmm.
Even asked him, called him over the weekend. He was on the way to Eddie's appearance. I asked him about a trip to Vegas because he knows Vegas so well since he's chat. He's a real nice guy. He never comes off as, hey, I'm the boss. Why are you bothering me? He's just really genuinely a nice guy. And I think he gets that this is just part of the fun. Until today.
And today's all right. Dan, open the door and see if Gavin's sitting in his office. Yes. Walk out there and just thank him really quick. It's loaded. Could be. Somebody watch the delay while I'm gone.
Okay.
Hi, Gavin. How's it going? Love you. All right. I think we're out of blanks.
Okay.
I better get some more.
Are we like out?
Yeah, I had another box and I can't find them anywhere.
Where do you get these? Because these are getting loud.
At Home Depot.
You get these? Why?
It's for what they call a powder actuated tool. It's a nail gun that you use to shoot into concrete and stuff. And you get them in bigger loads depending on what you have to do with them.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought these were something you get at a gun shop.
No, they have 22s and 32 calibers that they sell at Home Depot.
I can't tell if the rest of these are fired or not. Yeah, let's see.
Don't. Doesn't matter.
I'm going to shoot it towards the ground.
No, I don't want it.
What? Here we go.
Right. Don't. Russian roulette. Quit it. Oh!
Two left?
Yes.
Oh.
One more?
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. God, idiot. All right. How we doing? We doing all right on breaks?
Yeah.
We're cool? Let me show you this email that I got. Okay. Of all the stuff that I get of people wanting me to do, I want you to read this.
To myself? Out loud.
I know you meant that as radio shtick.
No.
I was trying to give you the benefit of the doubt.
No, I'm truly stupid.
Don't, Eddie. All right. Read that. Out loud.
Hi, Russ. There's a girl in my office that lives outside of Quinlan, Texas. Her neighbors vacated his home about 4 or 5 months ago and left 4 dogs in the yard. During that time, some of his family came and took care of the dogs, but that only lasted a little while. This is the problem. One of the dogs is dead in the doghouse. He was chained to the doghouse and starved to death. Other 3 were rescued. The problem,
this starts out, it sounds like they're going to ask me to help play some animals for find homes, whatever.
Because the 3 were rescued.
Right. Okay. It starts out, sounds like they're going to ask for help or something like that. Keep reading. Here's what they want me to do.
Okay. The problem is, since she lives in Hunt County, every animal organization she has contacted regarding the removal of the dead dog cannot help her.
You can stop right there. They want me to drive out to Hunt County and pull a dead dog out of that house.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do.
I even sent back an email to him. I went, let me get this straight. You want me to drive over an hour to Hunt County to pull a dead dog out of a house? Give me the address. I'll drive out there Saturday and I'll take care of it. And I honest to God, I get back an email from the guy who goes, really?
That's great. Yeah.
Won't you get in trouble for trespassing?
Well, the dog is starting to smell and he's getting maggots on him. He's for any help you can give us. That's very nice.
Of all the stuff that we do, why is it it's never enough? Now they want me to drive out to Hunt County and pull a dead dog out of a house.
Why wouldn't he just go do it? It's a dead dog.
I don't know. And I don't know why they come to me.
Because you're the Messiah. They'll to you for everything.
I know of your love for animals. The ones that don't stink. I don't like the ones with the maggots.
No.
I just sat there and I looked at the screen for probably 5 minutes going,
That's a good one.
Then they got pissed off because I said, I'm not really driving out there. Well, what are you going to do about the dog? Let it rot.
It's dead.
Let nature take its course. Yes. Let the little black angels come down and carry it away.
No.
That's when God ain't got time for the good angels to come get the dog. The little black angels come down. Nature will take care of it.
Yes.
I'm going to have to start a section on the website of all the emails that I get every day asking for advice. Because a lot of it's just not airworthy. It's just not entertaining. But to me, asking me to go get a dead dog out of a house in Hunt County just kind of had some kind of sitcom-ish qualities to it.
Even down the street from your house would be stupid, but Hunt County is even more ridiculous.
Yeah. I think I'm just going to post an area on the site of all the different things that people ask me for. Hey, buddy, I got a bunch of construction trucks that park out in front of my house every day. What should I do? Call somebody. Those are the answers that they're getting.
They come to you for advice on everything. Love life.
I feel bad about this. Some guy was, I think I kept it in here. Did I erase it? Yeah, here it is. I'm new to Dallas. I just had to spend 4 days in the hospital. Can you loan me $40 until Friday? These are all serious emails.
You're kidding.
I know it's pathetic. I'm having to ask you. I have computer stuff I could give you as collateral. Thanks, Mark. I'm not a savings and loan. I don't work for the city. I don't work for animal recovery. I don't extract dead things out of buildings. Stop asking me stuff. Yes, Kelly?
Hi,
Russ, my boyfriend told me to call in and ask you the answer to this question on when my gestation period is going to end.
18 months.
How long?
18 months.
18 months?
How long have you been dating him?
2 months.
16 months. Normally it's about a year and a half before the real you comes out.
That's not fair.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
I'm not going to change. I keep on telling him that this is the wonderful person that I am.
Mm-mm. I've been in relationships before that were absolutely perfect. And I kept watching her. I'd wake up in the middle of the night and look at her just to see if she slept outside of her shell.
Right.
Because I knew sooner or later that thing that's inside is coming out. I just don't know when it is. And it's like, it's
almost clockwork. I don't know why that 18 months.
I'll call you back in 16 months and tell you that I have not changed one bit. I'll have him call up and tell you because I am one woman that's different.
How old are you?
25.
How old is he?
27.
Okay. You ever been married?
Make a difference? Yes, I'm currently going through a divorce, and he has been divorced.
How long from your divorce? All right. How long since you've been separated from your husband?
September 25th.
Okay, so that's only a couple months.
Yeah.
And you're already in a relationship with another guy?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's just say that I knew that he was the wrong one about a year and a half ago, and I just got up the nerve to leave.
Really? So you stayed for 18 months?
Very nice.
Thank you.
Thanks.
All right, bye.
Exactly.
No, the math doesn't exactly work, but you get the idea.
It's close enough, and I've been in enough relationships. I don't know why that's the magic number, but you're right. Somewhere along a year and a half, that's about when it happens.
And you know what? I'll take credit for some of mine that went belly up because I'd let baggage from previous relationships, insecurities, play into the next relationship instead of just going, you know what? I'm going to play this one out as if it's totally new, which is what you should do if we're going to talk real relationships here. We'll take off our wife beater shirts here for a minute. We'll talk like real people.
Okay. You should, but nobody does. Nobody completely leaves any baggage.
Well, it's just like anytime you get whacked around and you have some kind of bad relationship, you always expect it to happen again, and you don't want it to happen again, so you try and protect yourself. And you do a bunch of different stuff to keep it from happening, and most of the time you screw it up. Yep. There's some real relationship advice. Send me $100.
It's another thing you're not. It's a marriage counselor, but people come to you all the time. What am I going to do?
I really don't think that you have to have a degree to be a marriage counselor or a psychotherapist. A lot of it's just going through crap and realizing what works and what doesn't work. And most of people that are in the mental health care profession are nuts.
I've run into a few counselors that
the reason they get into most of them will tell you they got into it because they were having problems on their own and they started seeking help. Then they got involved in it and they went, hey, look, this is a great thing. They all started out as nuts.
Yeah. Well, we've all been through bad relationships. Part of everything you know, you learn, unfortunately, by being in bad relationships. Some of it's common sense.
Yeah. You know, after a while, if a relationship's going belly up, you don't give somebody a really nice gift and look at it, and if they keep it, then you tell yourself, well, they must still love me because they kept this nice gift. No. That don't work. Ask me how many nice gifts I've given. I ain't got no woman.
How many was it?
There was at least 3 that I went through, all consecutive relationships. Every single time. About to go belly up, give them something nice, just to test the waters. Nobody would keep this if they were about to break up with me. And they kept it. 3 weeks later, it's almost exactly the same pattern. Diamond tennis bracelets,
yes.
Trip someplace.
But you broke that pattern. You only did it 3 times. And that's not bad. I mean, that's not bad. It was, all right.
It's nothing short of pathetic.
Some people still get to be 50 and 60 and are still doing it.
I suppose. How we doing, Eddie?
And have a couple of ex-wives behind them, which you don't have.
Yeah, that'd be the biggest thing is I don't want to have to give my money to somebody else. I get married and all of a sudden half of what I got, you get. Yeah, Dustin?
Buddy,
yep.
You are dead on with that 18-month thing. The last girl I was dating, when I first met her, she was a Bible thumper, really nice, super smart. She was valedictorian of her class and all that good stuff. By the time I broke up with her, she broke up with me, actually, she didn't even believe in God anymore. She was into drugs. She was drinking all the time. And she broke up with me saying she was never, she never had the chance to be single, as if it was my fault.
Yeah, they always decide they want to straighten their life out right about the time that I get right in the middle of it. Why is it right now is the time that you want to pull your head out of your ass? Why can't you wait another couple of years?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And then, then she'd kind of come back and forth between, I really want to be with you. Then I thought, maybe for a little bit, maybe she had straightened up because she had seemed like, she was. Mm-hmm. But then like a month later, she was just pushing me away again. So it's like, well, They can't make up their mind. They can't decide which way they want to go. And then they start getting scared because they've gone off in a direction they're not comfortable with. So they want to go back to something that's comfortable, and that's you. Then they decide they don't want that, and they want to go back on their own again.
She's keeping you on the string.
She's keeping you as a safety net, so when she starts to get scared, she's got something to go to. Let her be scared.
Yeah, well, I wish I'd have heard your story about the, stand on top of a car a bit before all this happened, but...
I've done some that I'm absolutely... And when I tell these stories about all the weird crap I've done, it's like it's an out-of-body experience.
Yeah, exactly. I wish I had a friend that smacked me upside the head back then, but no one was there, who was telling me that. I think they were just trying to let me figure it out for my own or something.
I'm surprised I didn't get arrested a couple of times.
You could have. Some of the stuff you did. But, he said...
Thanks, Dustin.
A friend who could have told him, you don't hear that stuff. A buddy will tell you, you go, yeah, but you don't understand her.
Yeah. Buddy, nothing's going on over there. There's no reason for you to drive around her house at 2 o'clock in the morning. Yes, there is.
No, there's not, really. No.
Yes, there is. Because if that guy's in town, some ex-boyfriend is visiting, why is he over there?
Old friends. Let's go to a movie. Get your mind off of it.
I hate relationships.
I know.
I don't want to trust anybody ever again.
Well, don't be that way.
I can't.
You don't want to be alone either.
No, I don't. But I can see me getting in another relationship. How we doing, Eddie? Really? All right. I can see me getting another relationship and standing up on the top of my car looking over a fence again. I can tell you, as sure as I'm standing here, I know it comes off like a normal now.
At this moment, I think
if I let somebody back in, that's the problem is I don't want to let anybody back in. If I let somebody back in, I can see me standing on the bed of my truck again, looking over a fence to see if she's screwing somebody.
You did that last one you sort of let in. The last one?
Yeah.
She would disappear. You wouldn't follow her or trace her or hunt her down. Didn't she kind of you did not. You tell me you did not.
I didn't.
Okay. When she would disappear, you just let her go? Because that's what you said you were doing.
That's exactly what I did. I never left the house to go see what she was doing.
You put the private eyes on her?
Justin.
God. You tell me you didn't.
Okay.
Because you would go away for weeks at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Then come back.
Come back. Say, you know what? I decided that I want you now. Fine. Let's go out some more. Then she'd vanish some more. Then I have to call Dustin again. What?
Nothing. I just thought we were all past that.
We are. Don't see me standing on the back of my truck.
No,
Dustin does that now.
Yeah.
I'm far too important to go check up on chicks anymore.
You pay people now.
Yeah. And now, because I'm not dating anybody, I'm going to spend New Year's Eve alone again. That's my own choice.
It's your choice. There's a lot of women that would like to be with you on New Year's Eve. A lot.
Chicks get on my nerves too easily now. That model chick that I went out with a while back, I let her come over this past weekend. She had a company party to go to on Saturday. Shows up at the house, a little tipsy. Well, she already gets on my nerves when she's tipsy. And I'm cooking. She goes, you don't have anything here for me to drink. I'm going to go get something to drink. I'll be back. Okay. She left. I turned off the lights and I got out of the house.
You left?
Yep. Left a note on the house. Well, hey, Vance's truck broke down. I got to go. God. Call me tomorrow. And she's hot, and she's built, but I just can't tolerate all the grief that goes along with a chick anymore.
Why don't you bring LA in for New Year's Eve? That would be fun. Everybody loves her. It would be fun at the party. Just for the couple of days. You know her, you're comfortable with her.
I'll call her.
Somehow she drives you nuts, but not in the same way this model chick does, and I don't know why that is.
I can't explain a model chick. Every time I've told somebody the story about the model chick, she's hot. All she wants to do is please me. She doesn't do drugs. She doesn't smoke. All she does is, drink. She doesn't get plowed drunk. And everybody that I told the story, they go, well, what's the problem? I don't know. I can't put my finger on it, but she drives me nuts.
And you've ditched her at least twice.
Yeah.
Okay. I just hate to see you alone on New Year's Eve.
Oh, well, we're having a party.
I know. You okay.
I'll find somebody. All right. Break yet? Are you calling L.A.? I see you on the hotline. Tell me what? Just tell me.
It's Mayor Miller on the hotline.
Who?
Laura Miller.
What's she want?
She was asking if you're coming down to Greenville tonight. I didn't get a chance to ask why yet.
Does she know what show she's calling?
Pretty sure. She said your name, so yes.
That is not Laura Miller.
It sounds exactly like her.
Does she know that I'm mad at her?
I don't know.
All right. Why don't you double check before I pick up the phone so she does, just so I'm, before I go berserk.
Well, she's calling the show. Don't go berserk.
Why am I mad at her again? What?
She said something on another radio show that you had kicked her off the show or something after she had refused to come back on.
Yeah. You talk to her during the break and then we'll come back.
This is Russ Martin. Call Russ, who is impervious to all that surrounds him. Now, 214-787-1053.
You ready for news? Yep. All right, Dan, what's the story?
She wants to come on to plug her appearance tonight.
Oh, I don't hear from her until she wants to plug something?
Seems to be.
Mm-hmm. Has she been trying for, 3 months to get her on?
No, we ain't been trying for nothing.
Well, I mean, about 3 months ago was the last time we tried. Last time we called, we were told she's not coming on again, right?
Right.
Okay.
Well, if you're not going to come on because you don't like the show or it's too disgusting or whatever, what changed? Show hasn't changed over the past 3 or 4 months. What did she say? Are you sure it was her?
I'm positive it was her.
And she wanted to come on and plug that she's having dinner in Lower Greenville?
Yes.
And the purpose of that, I know the reason behind it, but
You want to know what she said?
Yeah.
She said it's to show that it is safe to go to Lower Greenville and enjoy a night out with the family.
Okay.
She's taking her children.
And doesn't she always have a police, not an escort, but she's always accompanied by a police officer?
Mm-hmm. I would imagine so.
And chances are, if she's doing it tonight, there'll probably be a few TV cameras.
I would assume you're correct.
Okay. Because I know every time I go to Lower Greenville to eat, right, I got to feed the cop that's with me.
Yeah. And the 10 or 12 that are outside. And the helicopter guy in here.
Right. And all the news media that sits around, because they always like to eat my chips and salsa. That is not really the reason she's going down there.
That is what she said.
Yeah.
All right. How are you proving that it's safe? You know what? And for the most part, it is safe down there. There's just some kind of rash or some weird crap going on right now. It's never happened before. It'll probably clear, and it'll probably never happen again. But to go down there with the news media and your own personal armed guard and go, look, see how safe it is? Nothing happening to me? What are you scared of? That didn't make any sense.
Yeah. It's just a photo op.
So did she just hang up? What'd she say?
No, she had a meeting. She had to be in at 4:30, and she said that she would call back after that if you would like to talk to her.
I don't understand why she thinks after everything that's going on, does she know that we're involved in the recall? We had Roy Williams. Is it Roy Williams?
Yes.
The lovely Roy Williams on yesterday?
She did not mention that, so I would imagine she doesn't know much about that.
See, here's where I'm kind of torn. Because I kind of like the lady, because she's gotten in a lot of situations to where she didn't have to. She put herself in a situation to where she knew she was going to get a lot of ridicule or taking a lot of heat. She goes, okay, I'll do it anyway. I like her for that. Everything else, I think she's nutting out.
She got an agenda. We just don't know what it is. I mean, all political figures do.
I know, but a lot of this stuff is nothing short of just goofy.
I agree.
6-foot rule and topless bars and going after the panhandlers so now all the firemen suffer. Other than that thing she's doing. No smoking thing in the restaurants. After somebody put all their time and effort and money into opening the thing and then having the city council go back and go, Oh, by the way, all the rules that were in place when you gave us the money or you bought this land or whatever, we're changing those rules. We hope you don't mind. It might hurt your business. We don't know. Now, if they want to set those rules in place for new people coming in, that's fine, because you know what the rules are going in. Topless bars, new topless bars, hey, you got the 6-foot rule. Either open it or don't, but that's the rule coming in. I'm not letting her on.
Okay.
Because you never come off looking good screaming at a chick. And I'm going to get pissed off, especially the way she's wasting the cops, wasting their time.
I agree.
You got the crime going on in Lower Greenville, but we got cops chasing homeless people with shopping carts.
That's absolutely correct. And every night when I leave the station, I see this guy down here on the corner. I go, the only people we kept off the street are the Fort Worth Fire, or the Dallas Fire Department. It's the only people.
Or anybody else with real charitable organizations. Ron Chapman mentioned something to me at the... he smells funny, by the way.
Christmas party? No, he doesn't.
Ron Chapman?
No, he doesn't.
Yeah. What is he, almost 70?
Yes, he doesn't stink. He says he's got...
I don't say he stinks.
It's a cologne.
I think it's his flesh.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I think it is.
I spoke to him. No.
Did he smell funny to you?
No. No.
He's cute.
He is. He is cute. He's taking very good care of himself.
Yeah, okay. He talked about doing something with the fireman and Tom Thump. Did he mention any of this to you?
He did not.
He just ran something by me really quick. Hey, would you get behind something if it involved the Dallas Fire Department? I went, yeah, that's a no-brainer. Whatever. He goes, all right. Then he left, and his waft left with him.
He doesn't have a waft.
Somebody around him does.
No.
I think when you get to be almost 70, I think you create your own waft.
No. No. He had no smell that I was aware of.
Okay. Oh, is that a pissy chick on too? Oh, put up the Christmas tree. You ready for news? This won't take long. Hi, Deborah.
Hi. Russ, you were wondering why you weren't able to attract the right people.
No, I wasn't.
Well, why were you complaining that you had...
No, I'm just saying... No, whoa. No, I wasn't complaining. I just said it happened, and a lot of it was my own fault.
It was all your fault.
No, well, first of all, you weren't involved in the relationship, so you don't know.
Oh.
I'm not going to waste time arguing with you when you think you know something and you don't.
Well, you're unattractive and you're obnoxious.
Okay.
All you have is a salary.
All right.
What do you expect to be attractive?
And what kind of salary do I have?
Well, I don't know. You're always talking about all this money you have.
No, I don't talk about all the money I have. Everybody else around me talks about the money I have.
Well, that's true, because somebody who has it doesn't talk about it.
Right.
But then if everybody else is talking about it, where are they getting it from?
Because they know I live a lavish lifestyle.
Oh, lavish.
Yes.
That's right. Lavish in this town?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean? Lady, you're going to have to really work on this before you get on the phone.
What for?
Well, so far you haven't even come up with a point. I'm still waiting on one so I can jump your ass.
The point is you're ugly.
Okay, and that's supposed to prove what?
That's supposed to prove that anyone with half a lick of sense or half of anything wouldn't want you.
Why?
Because you're obnoxious in and out.
And how do you know what I'm like off the air?
I've seen a picture of you. You're ugly.
And you can tell what I'm like through a picture?
I can tell what you're like right now. You're argumentative.
Lady. First of all, okay? That's number one. Shut the up. That's one. Second of all, you don't know what I'm like in real life. And until you do, you're the idiot.
Oh, yeah, right. Okay, well, when you're all dried up and old and wrinkled, maybe you can play this back.
I don't encourage it, and I certainly never would, right. But I'd like to beat the snot out of her. I really would.
No, we don't encourage that.
No, I never would.
No.
I'd like to.
I understand.
I never, ever would. Maybe her.
No, not her. No one.
I understand that. It's only a coward does something like that.
Absolutely.
I sure would like to.
No, you wouldn't. Just think about it, maybe, but...
I'd like to hit you.
She's like an old angry woman.
No man ever hits a woman.
No.
Ever. I'd like to hit her.
No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. Maybe thought about it, but you never do it.
How about just a little attention getter on the back of the head?
No.
You know, you walk up behind him and go,
No. You'd never touch him.
I know. It's a cowardly way to handle things.
Yeah. Absolutely.
How about if I just choke her till she passes out?
No. That's still assault.
And you really want to get further into the conversation just to see how stupid they're going to be. Well, you're ugly. Okay, well, where are you going with this?
She's angry at
I said I was ugly before. I said I don't deserve anything that I have. Where are we going with that? Give me something I can get a hold of. Like your neck.
No.
Give me something I can grasp onto and at least argue with you on. Just saying, hey, you're ugly and obnoxious. Whew.
You have bad hair.
Yeah.
No.
Hey.
What? You don't have that.
God. Oh, Lord. It's when people call up with something that's so absurd, you want to let them just keep going for a couple of seconds, just to see if you can get your teeth into something.
She's angry at some man that she can't get a hold of because he won't pick up the phone anymore, so she wants to scream at you. She sounded mid-50s and about 12 packages of Cools too long.
Yeah. You're ugly.
That's it.
I can't. You're ugly and you're obnoxious when you're all dried up after 12 cottons of Cools. Play this back to yourself so you can listen. Understand why you're so lonely. It was on the hot. It wasn't that funny. Shut up. It was on the hotline.
It's L.A.
Oh,
perfect timing.
Hi, sweetie.
Don't sound so enthused.
Well, I said hi, sweetie.
My God, you're like, who's on the hotline?
What do you do?
Like,
I didn't know who.
You're like, oh.
I didn't know who it was. Where are you right now?
Well, there's only 2 initials, and it's really easy.
Where are you right now?
I'm at home, and I'm sitting in a plethora of a mess of paperwork and clothes all over the floor.
All right. What are you doing on New Year's Eve?
You know what? Why do you have to talk about it and not call me? I already got the phone call first.
What phone call?
Someone called me and told me, you know what? They're like, is this stuff really for real? Because it's like the days of our lives here in Dallas between you and Russ.
What? Well, just tell me. What? Well, who called you?
My friend, well, first my agent called like 3 days ago.
You got your own agent?
I have an agent.
Agent. Oh.
One of my agents.
It's just funnier to say I got an agent.
Yeah.
My agent called me.
He lives right there in Dallas, so he listens every day.
Okay.
He's like, is this stuff for real? Because it's like the days of our lives here.
Right. So what are you doing New Year's Eve?
I'm working. And you know what? You're a day late and a dollar short all the time.
All right.
Every time. I'm going to be in freaking Iowa.
Okay. That's where you're going to spend New Year's Eve?
I'm going to be in Iowa in the middle of cornfields at this place called the Lumber Yard, and there's going to be 3 bands, and I'm hosting the whole thing, so I'll be there for New Year's there instead of Boston. Hey, guess what?
What?
I'm a big candidate for an HBO special. It's called the Strip-a-thon Across America. Imagine the microphone in my face. For something like that.
Who knows what she's talking about? I have no clue now.
I know you'd love that.
What? I don't know that I care. Okay, tell me again.
What?
I don't know what you just said. You said something about HBO and a microphone in your face, and then you did the little giggling, and then I got lost.
What were you doing under the desk again? Would you pay attention to me?
All right, go ahead.
Okay, HBO's having a special. It's called Strip-a-thon Across America.
Got it.
They want me to do their commercial. I don't want to really do the commercial. I want to be the host.
Okay.
Which is better.
Right.
So I'm already I'm working on that project.
Well, that's very exciting.
So if I'm out, you can meet me and help me co-host it. You could be my co-host. How about that?
It's very exciting.
And without a producer, of course.
Right.
But you can be my co-host for the podcast.
So are you locked into this thing on New Year's Eve?
I am locked in with a contract and all.
All right.
You're always late.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Nothing. I'll be alone. Don't worry about it.
Hey, I heard your first girlfriend's coming to town this week.
Who's that?
Danny Sexton.
Oh, yeah.
That was your first porn star, wasn't it?
Yep.
She messed you up, boy.
No, she didn't.
Yes, she did, because I got you. You were broken goods. I had to fix you.
No, she was good to me. She treated me like I was somebody. She didn't go off and start banging billionaires. You whore.
Baby, you are a billionaire. You got Batmobiles. You be very grateful for who you are.
I am.
I'm grateful for who I am. I could have been born in, like, you know, some third world country in the middle of the desert. Right?
Right.
And I have to remind myself of that every single day, how thankful I am for who I am.
So you can't get out of this New Year's Eve thing at all?
No, there's no way. I'm already locked into it. I had four offers already going on. I said, whoever calls me first, I'm going to take it. Because I didn't want to wait anymore. I was going to stay in Boston and host it like I did last year.
All right.
At a regular nightclub.
Okay.
You know?
All right.
So now I'm going to be up in Iowa in the cornfields.
Good.
I was laughing so hard with the owners. I was like, what am I going to do, run around the cornfields and pull corn stalks?
Yes.
You know, I hope you feel sorry for me. Well, it should be fun, though. There's going to be like 3 bands and everything, so.
Good.
Have you been still working out?
Yep.
Ugh. You been eating right?
Yep.
You lying to me.
I am not.
JD, is he?
Yes, working out 3 to 4 days a week.
Really? Does he still look good?
Still buffed.
Buffed.
I'm ripped.
He's eating extra broccoli and extra veggie burgers.
All right, if you're busy New Year's Eve, I got to go.
No.
Yes.
Why?
'Cause.
You're just busy this week because Danny's coming in, so now you're not going to call me anymore. I see how it is. You're going to make me fight over this.
I didn't say anything about Danny coming to town. You brought it up. I just asked you what you were doing for New Year's Eve.
Well, I know Danny's coming on the air.
Okay, so what?
Nothing happens.
Nothing's going to happen. I love you. I do. I love her.
I know you do.
I'm not going to let Danny do anything.
All right.
You still seeing the billionaire, LA?
Am I?
Yeah.
Yes. But it's not because...
She's busy on New Year's Eve.
Right.
And she's seeing the billionaire.
I know.
Screw her. I'm sick of that.
Okay.
I can't trust her. What, Dan?
Danny Sexton's online, too, for you.
Is she really?
Yeah.
Hello?
Russ.
Hi, sweetie.
Baby, what is going on?
When are you coming up? What day are you coming up here?
I'm coming up Friday, and I just got off a plane, and I've been here in L.A. talking, and she said you were damaged goods. Baby, you're not damaged goods. You were very, very, very good.
Why don't you swing by the station on your way to the hotel and...
Swing by the station on the way to the hotel.
Yeah, and hang on a second. Is that L.A. again? I don't know if I can take this.
Lord.
Hold on, Danny.
Whatever you want, Russ.
Are they buddies?
What is it, L.A.?
Is Danny there? Put us in the 3-way.
Yeah, you guys are on.
Hi, baby.
Hi, L.A. How are you?
Good. I miss you.
I miss you, too.
You know what? Make sure you blow up that place, too, because Vinny said you were the last feature going in.
Yes.
Make sure you blow it up like I did.
You know I will.
I told Russ too.
It's like listening to a party line.
It is.
Russ before I was
On the
with
Playboy
Russ.
Channel.
Yeah.
So everything was Danny.
And if they weren't both, 9 or 10.
Oh, easy.
So I have to retrain them all over
You
again.
have to retrain Russ. I don't know. I don't think he needs any training. He was good.
Honey, I had him running all over the house naked, okay? Go la, 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 just like that. L.A. rules.
Danny, when can you come up before Friday?
I can come up before Friday.
All right.
I will. I'll come up and see you.
All right, I miss you.
I miss you, too. It's been a long time.
Yes. I've been working out, so I'm a little in better shape now.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I heard you looked really good.
All right. Well, I'll see you.
I've been checking on you.
Okay.
Even though I haven't been to Dallas, I have been doing my little checkups.
Okay.
See? So
We'll come up as soon as you can.
I will, baby.
All right.
All right. See you soon.
Okay.
That was weird.
Why?
Just the two of them and you and...
Nothing's going on.
Everything's going on.
Nothing's happening here.
Okay.
What is it, Eddie? Oh, do we? All right, who's on the phone now? Which whore is it?
It's L.A. again.
Oh. Did she hear me say whore?
No.
Oh. What does she want?
She just wants to know why you keep hanging up on her.
All right, put her on. I got to go. I got to go. We got to take a break.
Honey, I'm thinking it's my phone. Why are you hanging up on me?
What?
What?
Yeah.
I didn't do that
I
one.
know you didn't.
Oh, right, now what do I do? She's got plans for New Year's, and she's still seeing the billionaire. Whore.
She's not. Well, New Year's Eve, I don't know. Nobody else left.
Who have I not been through in the station? Maybe that old chick will call back that said I don't deserve anybody.
No.
I'd take her.
You wouldn't take her.
Yes, I would.
No.
Sit around all night and watch her smoke.
And wrinkle.
Yeah. All right. Did we start news? No. All right, we'll come back.
The Russ Martin Show. Call Russ now at 214-787-1053.
No, Dan, when the mayor calls back, tell her we're busy. Because I'm going to get pissed off.
Yep.
And I like her because of the things I've mentioned before, but there are a lot of things that I don't like, and I'm not going to take any excuses on the other stuff. She wants to promote that she's having dinner in Greenville, Lower Greenville Avenue.
Right.
Good. Are you going to prove a point? No.
No.
And they're going to make sure that nothing's going to happen to you because that would absolutely close down that area if you're out having dinner with your family and something bad happened. So they're going to make sure, they're going to go out of their way to make sure that everything is fine and taken care of tonight. So it's going to prove absolutely no point. It's an absolute futile act.
Yeah.
Is that right? Futile act? Futile attempt at something?
Yes. Either way.
Yes. And how funny. We don't hear from her for months and months and months.
Mm-hmm.
The last time we hear from her, I think Trey was here the last time that we heard from her.
I believe
their
you're right.
office.
I believe you're correct.
The mayor's office will no longer be communicating with your show. Okay. Well, fine. Dandy. That's a choice that you made. Go ahead.
Live with it, though.
Yeah. When something comes up that you want to promote, you don't go, yeah, you know what? Maybe we overreacted. By the way, I'd like to promote this.
Kind of like they treat you at Channel 8. When they want something to promote, they want to come up and be on for free. But when we ask for something, it's like, nope.
Yeah, so you can't have it. Audio of something that we had? Mm-mm. Oh, yeah, we have it, but we're not prepared to release it. Okay, fine. And I've been a big Channel 8 fan for years. I grew up with Channel 8.
All right.
That's all that we've talked about on this show. Maybe I'll have to find a different channel to pledge my allegiance.
Possibly.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hi, Rob.
Russ.
Yep.
You have got to talk to Laura Miller.
What am I going to...
I've been dreaming of you unloading on her, man. You can do what everybody else out here wants to say. You can do it.
And what good is it going to do? I mean, I don't mind getting on and screaming at somebody, but it's not going to do any good, and it's just going to piss me off. In fact, I'm getting pissed off just thinking about it.
It might make you feel better in the end.
I don't think so, because I'm not going to get my way. Normally, if you get to scream at somebody and something changes, then you feel better. All I know is I'm going to scream, and I'm going to get, political responses back that are not going to do me any good.
Well, I mean, I would just love the opportunity to not necessarily yell at her and get upset, but just focus in on a few things that bother you.
All right, I'll think about it.
Appreciate it, man.
All right, thanks. What time was she going to call back then?
She said about 5:40.
All right.
I got cash that says the phone doesn't ring.
Why?
I would imagine somebody at this point has heard this and called her and said, don't.
What have I said ugly? I think I've been pretty well balanced about this whole thing. I said I like her for certain reasons. I appreciate the fact that she was a stand-up chick on certain issues. The rest of the stuff she's doing, I think she fell.
Uh-huh. Right. Just for that reason, somebody's going to call her and go, hey, don't. don't do this.
Because if I get excuses on this 6-foot rule and the fact that she's jeopardizing a police officer's time doing stupid stuff of enforcing some 6-foot rule or homeless people with shopping carts, I'm going to nut out.
Yeah, exactly. And there's no way she's going to come off looking good on the phone.
It's like, really, she seems like a smart chick to where you can go down to her office and go, look, these things are stupid, regardless of what your agenda is or may be or are, whatever applicable in this point, whatever your plans are. This 6-foot rule is retarded. Why don't you get crime on? Why don't you set some type of list of priorities? Let's get crime handled. Let's get the drug thing handled. Let's get transportation handled. Let's get the great big clumpy things. Let's get those handled, and then we can deal with the boogers later.
Yes.
We got great big clumps of things that need to be dealt with right here and right now, and you want to roll boogers.
True.
You get the mental image?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
It's a good one. But yeah.
But for some reason, they want to focus on things that really are inconsequential.
Yeah, chasing down homeless people, giving them tickets. I know, just saying it.
And what's the fine for a panhandling?
Up to $500.
Yeah.
They're going to send those tickets where?
Yeah. Who sat in an office and said that? All right, we're going to get rid of the panhandlers. You don't stop panhandling, you're going to get a ticket. What are you going to use for a driver's license? Barcode off of some box?
No, that's...
All right, that's yours. Don't give that to nobody else, because that's going to be your driver's license.
Thank you.
So when you run my driver's license, does it really show as black-eyed peas seasoned with bacon?
God.
Hi, Chris.
Hey, Russ, I think you're being a pussy.
What?
Because just the other day, Mark Davis had Mayor Miller on the phone, and you were saying how he had the chance and he could have said this, that, and the other and addressed all these issues, and now you have golden opportunity. She called into you, and you're all scared. No, I'm not going to talk to her. There might
Who
be...
said I went? Where did you go? Hey, slow down, big
yes,
boy.
boss man.
Where do you get who said they were scared?
You. You're acting all scared like a pussy. You won't talk to her.
Where did you get that?
You said it. You said, I'm scared I might say something I'll regret.
I never said that.
You said you were talking about the political...
Dude, don't quote me and screw it up.
No, you did.
I did not.
Get the tape.
Chris, I've been standing here the whole time. I think I know what came out of my head.
Now you're getting mad at me. You're still skirting. You got the chance. You need to talk to this lady.
I'm not talking to anybody.
You're talking to me, or you were. You're going to hang up now, probably.
No, I'm not. I'm going to let you finish. I've decided to actually hear you out.
Well, you
not really. I'll decide at 5:40.
Okay.
It's going to be on my list because I know I'm going to get pissed and I'm going to forget stuff.
Okay.
6-foot rule. Mm-hmm. Smoking ban.
Homeless people.
Hold on. That's right. Homeless people. See Jack around the cops or firemen lately?
No, they're trying to get those new propane cars for them.
I don't think there's a problem with that. Although some of the cops said that they don't want them because they're too slow.
Yeah.
Which we heard about yesterday, but I think you got enough cop cars on the road to where you can still catch somebody.
Yeah. Helicopters and such.
All right, so that's not on the list. There's something else I'm forgetting here. I'll think of it. Yes, Rick.
Yeah, didn't you say, I'm afraid I'll say what I might say if I touch what? I hate Laura Miller, by the way.
Okay.
I'm on your side.
All right.
But, I mean, I thought you did say that. And I would love to have you rip her a new one on the show.
What's it going to, here's my point. What's it going to change? I'll tell you exactly right now how the conversation...
100,000 people would hear you
Excuse me.
say what we all want to say.
What do you want to say?
That she screwed the cops. She screwed...
Hey, hold on a second. At least let me smell it before you spray it.
I will. I'm sorry. I'll give it 10, 15 seconds. Is that enough?
Yeah.
All right.
How would you like it if every time you pop a bottle of wine, I zit it with some Lysol?
Oh, wine smells good. Farts don't.
It's not wine. It's beer.
Shut up. Go ahead.
But I wish you would have her on.
All right.
Just as a listener.
I'll dwell on it. I'll dwell on it.
Well, dwell.
Dwelling. On this thing on Greenville Avenue, that's ludicrous. I'm going to go eat on Lower Greenville to show you how safe it is.
Taking my kids?
Yes, taking my family. Would I take my family to a dangerous area?
No.
With as many people that's going to be with her tonight, she could have a picnic and watch.
Yes, you're right.
And not worry about anything.
Yeah.
All right, you ready for news?
Sure.
All right, 5:15, J.D. Ryan's on Live 105. Do I look like a pussy for not letting her on?
No, I don't think so.
Because it's just pissing me off.
What are you?
The only time that you hear from them is when they want something.
When she wants to promote her thing. How about this? How about she comes on tomorrow instead of today? You've already promoted where she's going to be. How about she comes on tomorrow so she didn't get more promotion for the Greenville Avenue thing?
Yeah, so we still talk to her tomorrow.
Right.
And we're not on, she's not getting her agenda out.
Right. You've already promoted it. You said it 3 or 4 times. Where she's going.
Or she calls today and we don't talk about the Greenville Avenue thing. Okay. Except for the fact I'm going to tell her that's stupid. What point are you proving? You're going to hit a bunch of different places? Wow. Okay. For tonight, whatever today is, Tuesday, every place on Greenville Avenue is safe. All right. What about Wednesday and Thursday? What about the weekend? What about next month? What about all the days that you're not there with your entourage, with your posse? You heard me.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, the mayor's posse is going to be on Lower Greenville.
Yes.
Come and see the mayor's posse.
No.
Wonder how many people she's going to have with her. Going to be a big posse?
Probably. I would think.
Well, they should stop by Supercuts first.
Why?
Nobody wants to see the mayor's great big hairy posse.
Okay. Yes. You're right.
Thank you.
Trimmed up.
Everybody likes a groomed posse.
Yes. Speaking of that,
go ahead.
This is brought to us by Advanced Laser Clinic and by Miller Lite.
You hit them both.
Yeah.
This hour of the Russ Martin Show is brought to you in part by Miller Lite. Brought to you by Advanced Laser Clinics. For the best in laser hair removal and skin rejuvenation procedures, call Advanced Laser Clinics. 866-54-LASER. 3 Dallas locations. 866-54-LASER.
And by Hurricane Grill, it also on Lower Greenville. I will be out there, safe as it is, on Friday night. I'll be there 10 until midnight. That's 2831 Greenville Avenue at Goodwin on Lower Greenville. The atmosphere at the Hurricane Grill taking Dallas by storm. Paul Simon, the bow-tie-wearing missionary son who rose from crusading newspaper owner to a 2-term U.S. senator, has died today. A day after undergoing heart surgery, he was 75. Federal Reserve, seeking to keep the economic recovery rolling right along, held a main short-term interest rate at a 45-year low today. The funds rate, that's the interest banks charge each other on overnight loans, is the Fed's primary tool for influencing the economy. With inflation low, the committee believes that short-term interest rates can be maintained for a considerable period. This year's influenza outbreak has reached epidemic proportions in Oklahoma. At least 6 people have now died. County Health Department folks across the state will probably be out of flu vaccine by the end of the week. Some departments, including one in Oklahoma County, have already depleted their supplies. 3 of the flu victims were elderly. One was 14 months old. The others were ages 13 and 28. High-risk groups include elderly and those with chronic health problems. They should seek the flu vaccine through like a regular doctor, or a regular health medical provider. About 36,000 people die each year from the influenza in the U.S.
Hold on. Yes, Dee?
Almighty One, what about the disability issue with the police?
Oh, that's right. What is it, 13 weeks?
And then they have to start.
Or is it 12 weeks?
13.
13 weeks, and then they have to start eating up their own
holiday and
sick time and vacation.
Correct.
All right. Thanks, T.
Uh-huh.
All right, 13 weeks. Oops. And I know that they came back and they said, well, we're going to look at everything on a case-by-case basis. Well, how do you decide? How do you decide which cop is going to get money beyond their 12 weeks or 13, whatever the hell it is? Do they have to get shot? They have to be in a motorcycle accident? They get beat up? How do you decide? Which injury gets you extra cash? Just let us know. Perhaps you put out a menu. Getting shot gets you this much. Getting popped in the nuts gets you this much.
Yeah.
Yes, Bob.
First of all, you guys have a great show. I love you. I listen to you all the time. But
I smell a stinky coming.
You got one coming, bro. You have a golden opportunity. You always say, you know what, if this person would come on my show, I'd ask them this or I'd ask them that. You have a golden opportunity. The egg is in front of you, and you chicken out by saying, go get it. Go get it. Put her in her place. We're all behind you. I mean, she's screwing with the cops here. I mean, ask her questions. Put her on the hot seat and get her point so we know how to vote next time it comes around, because she's going to screw us again. You are the man for the job. You're the man, bro. You're the boss.
I don't know which way to go with this guy.
I know. He's behind you. He's on your team.
Oh, I'm totally behind you. I'm upset because I would love this chance to talk to the stupid broad. But you got the chance.
I don't think she's stupid. I think she's just got an agenda that we're not hip to, and it's pissing me off because I just wonder how many different times that it's self-serving.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that's politics. Everybody lines each other's pockets, and you have the chance to actually call it out because you're Russ Martin. Nobody else here is.
I want so very much to hate you, and I really can't. I can't.
Well,
because you're calling me a pussy, but you're also smooching my pooter.
Well, I'll let you go. I really hope you reconsider this and put her on your show, because I don't want to hear you in the future rip into somebody that had another chance like you to actually do this, and then you call them a puss when you balked from the opportunity to do it.
Hold on a second. I have to think on that one. He ain't got no point, does he?
Kind of does. A little bit.
What?
Just a little. You talked about Mark Davis having her on the other day. And
Mark Davis had her on, and he wants to have her on again. See, all right, here's the difference.
Okay.
I just figured out the difference. I don't care if she comes on. I don't care if she ever comes on again. Mark Davis wants to have her on all the time, so he's going to kiss her ass. I'm not going to kiss her ass.
So that's the reason to have her on then. Be the last time she'll probably come on, but you'll get your
I just don't like the fact that she wants to be on because she's got something to push.
Maybe she's got okay, that's the deal then. You've already promoted it. She can come on, but you want to talk to her about other stuff
All
too.
right. I'll talk to her.
I got to catch the phone, don't ring. Seriously.
It'll ring.
Okay.
I told you, she's been in tense situations before, and this is the reason I like her, and I want to hate her a lot.
Yes.
But I appreciate the fact that she stood up in a couple instances where they could have jumped all over her ass.
Maybe we don't know everything. Maybe she does have some legitimate reasons for some of the stuff she's done.
I don't care what her reasons are. It's retarded. All right. When she calls at 5:40, I'll have her on. Okay. Yes, Diane?
Hey, Russ, I wouldn't talk to her if I...
All right, Dan, tell her she's not going to be on.
Officials Monday arrested 3 people in connection with an alleged hazing incident at SMU. Those arrested include 2 Alpha Phi Alpha fraternity members and a former student. Investigators were also seeking 5 other people charged in connection with the alleged hazing incident in which a fraternity pledge drank too much water and nearly died. Each suspect was charged.
Did they force him to drink this water?
It was a hazing deal. No, they didn't hold him down and pour it down his throat. No. As far as I know, I wasn't there.
It was voluntary, but you got to do it in order to get in.
All right. So the guy can't just say, I don't want it in this stupid organization if I got to drink water until I die.
And hot sauce. They also gave him...
Well, which came first?
It says forced to drink hot sauce and nearly 5 gallons of water. His name was Braylon Curry. Passed out.
Now, wait a minute. Everybody's blaming... Well, first of all, the fraternity's retarded to begin with. I've never understood all this hazing crap. Actually torturing people just for your own enjoyment.
Yeah. You wouldn't get that.
No. Somebody's not going to... You're going to ruin my point.
I'm sorry.
I don't think I want to be in an organization bad enough to where I got to drink 5 gallons of water.
I agree.
And if nobody's making me... Stop staring at me.
I'm trying really hard.
Anytime we torture anybody, it's for their own good.
How is it for their own good?
Tasso's in his weight loss.
Yes.
Okay? If he doesn't lose 2 pounds a week, we zap him in the hole.
All right.
All right?
That's a good
What is that? It's an incentive to lose weight and better himself.
Right.
The other stuff, when people screw up, they got to spin the wheel so they don't screw up again. It's a learning process.
I understand now. So I see the difference.
We don't just torture somebody for absolutely no reason. Until today.
That's what I was... How far you want to go with that? In
fact, I'm about ready to do that.
Yeah. You've held off. I've been very proud of you.
I forgot about it.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, each suspect charged with aggravated assault, crime punishable up to 20 years in prison, and a $10,000 fine.
So they're going to hold these people responsible. Are you sure that they didn't hold this guy down and pour water down his throat?
I wasn't there. I do not know.
Because if they did, then I can see you being responsible. If they said, hey, if you want this club, if you want this fraternity, you got to do all this crap, and if you don't, you're out. How does that make you responsible for what somebody chose to do?
Chose to be, yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Okie dokie. We may be going back to the moon. President George W. Bush may be preparing to put the U.S. back into the NASA program and send us back to the moon. Several news websites, especially those in the United Kingdom and Australia, reported that manned missions to the moon could result in a permanent presence there. It would be the first time in more than 30 years that people have walked on the moon. News.com.au.
Are you watching Eddie roll his eye?
I know. Reported that Bush will make an announcement either on December the 17th, which is the 100th anniversary of the Wright brothers' first flight, or in his State of the Union address in January.
I don't even know if we have the technology to go to the moon anymore. Do we?
Right now we don't. It's not that we don't have the technology. We don't have the rockets and stuff that lifted them to that extent.
Right.
We don't have those anymore.
Yeah.
I don't have anything close to it right now.
We can go back and recreate it, but we don't have the stuff right now that we need to go back to the moon.
Absolutely.
Or go to the moon.
Mm-hmm.
Eddie's still convinced we didn't go.
I know he is.
Why is it you're convinced? Is it because all the pictures on the internet, or just because of the time that we went, or the things surrounding it?
I think everything surrounding it and just the whole timing of the event was, we just lost a president, and that was his last goal, was to go to the moon. And
but we didn't go to the moon another.
Well, no, but
five years?
July of 69.
All right.
Well, his pledge was before the end of the decade.
All right, good.
And so it was just, and we were in this mad rush with the Soviet Union to the cold arms race, the Cold War, the arms race, all that stuff going on all at once. And the only thing that we were even close to being superior, and we weren't the first in outer space or anything else, so we had to be the first to the moon.
All right. Well, let's say that the first one was a hose. Why would we keep faking going back? The point's already been made. We beat the Russians. We're on the moon. Everything's handled. Why would we go back?
I think that at each time that they went, there was a question asked the first time that we didn't go that they had to answer the second time. And there were just things crop up and people want to know, well, why don't we go back? If we have the technology, we have all these astronauts trained. Plus you have a secret society of astronauts that each one of them want to be one of the guys on the moon. That's what they want to be remembered for. They want to be able to go out and make $100,000 a year giving a speech.
And why not go
going to the moon?
Why not make it look like you went back, since it's not costing that much? Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely. And then, like I said, and these guys, their incentive to keep it covered up is the fact that they get to go on national television. They get to go give speeches at colleges and stuff like that. And they make a ton of money just traveling around going, hey, I went to the moon. Who's going to prove them wrong?
You're right.
And the Soviet Union had tried forever to go to the moon. They never could make it. China now has been trying for the last 10 years to get something in space and to go to the moon. And
all right, Eddie doesn't think we went to the moon.
I got that.
Okay.
It seems to me one of these other countries could have come up with some kind of a radar sweep and saying, hey, look, there's nothing up there. They ain't there.
But, you're talking back in the 60s, too.
Well, what about now with a Hubble? Will that focus on the moon?
Actually, I don't believe that it will. I think it's actually...
We purposely put it in a spot where it couldn't focus on the moon. Is that what you're saying?
No. It's made to look at things really, really far off. The moon would be way too close.
Right.
It
something a quarter million miles away. That's too close.
Well, that was why they had to change...
All you get is a great big blur.
Well, they had to change the mirror out at one point because they could have, so they had to put a different mirror
Right,
in.
so they put the mirror on where we can't see the moon.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So we don't have any telescopes that can look close enough to the moon to show this stuff there.
Obviously not.
Well, they have the one in Houston that they show everybody. You go up, they get a little flag painted on the end so it looks like it's on the moon.
All right, I'm out on this one.
All right, go ahead.
Let's see here. Glenn Campbell pleaded
You gotta
innocent.
hurry up. You gotta hurry up and wrap it up. We got a break.
He pleaded innocent today to assault that officer. There's news and information. I'm J.D. Ryan, Live 105.3.
This is Russ Martin.
Hi, Gail.
Hi there.
What do you got?
I have got Tylock Iron Laser and Racetrack.
All right, your out cue is 100% guaranteed.
It's not LASIK, it's Intra-LASIK. Come and discover the Tylock Advantage this Tuesday evening at our free Intra-LASIK seminar at the Tylock Eye Care and Laser Center. Call 972-258-6400 to attend. Racetrack, where the gasoline is 100% guaranteed. They're so confident in the quality of their gasoline that if their gas ever causes a problem with your car, verify it with a certified mechanic and they'll pay for the repairs. Racetrack gasoline is always 100% guaranteed.
Well, in Dallas on eastbound 635 LBJ at TI Boulevard, you've got the two left lanes blocked by a wreck that's just coming out of the high five. There's a huge backup. Southbound 35 South R.L. Thornton at Sainer, there's a crash off to the shoulder. In Plano, southbound 75 Central at Park Boulevard, a wreck. On northbound 121 bypass at 35 in Louisville, a couple of lanes blocked by a crash. In Arlington, a big one on southbound 360 just before Lamar. 3 lanes are blocked, only the right lane's getting through. You're back up beyond Riverside, and in Fort Worth, you got a crash southbound 35 South Freeway at Alta Mesa. It's in the right lane, and your backup is to around I-20. Now, if you think it's too late to get a shot, think again. Health officials say you can still get vaccinated in December, January, or later if you want protection from the flu. I'm Gail Lightfoot on the Alternative Talk Station, Live 105.3.
Thank you, Gail. Very, very windy and cold tonight. 35 for the overnight low. Going to be 30 tomorrow night, so freezing tomorrow night. 43 currently, Live 105.3.
Yes, O'Malley?
Laura Miller's on the hotline for you.
I'll give that lady credit.
I will, too.
Because if it were me and I knew what I was getting into, I wouldn't call this show.
We have grown men that won't call this show.
We got what?
Grown men that won't call and talk to you. Benjamin Dover.
Yeah. It's his problem. I told him I was going to let him off the hook.
He knows better.
What am I going to do to him?
I don't know. He just got him very upset last time.
It's his own fault. He asked for it.
I did. I uninvited him to your party like you asked.
Good.
Okay.
Now, excuse me for a second. I got the mayor on the blower.
I understand.
Mayor Miller.
Hello, Russ. How are you?
You know I like you, right?
Yeah.
What's the matter with you?
You know I like you.
I understand that. What's happened to you over the past 6 or 7 months?
You know, the last time I was on the air, I left the show, I got in the car, I turned on the radio, and I turned purple because of what you were saying. And I just thought, why does he do that to me? I enjoy talking to him.
Because I like you. I find you very sexy. But that's not what we're talking about right now.
Okay.
All of a sudden, over the past 6 or 7 months, you've gone nutty on us.
I really haven't. We
Yes.
just haven't talked.
Well, all right, let me run some of these things past you.
Okay.
Okay, we've already talked about the Greenville Avenue thing, and we know about your thing, having dinner down there tonight, which I think is a waste of time, because you're going to have TV cameras, you're going to have cops around you. Nothing's going to happen to you tonight. What point are you going to prove tonight?
You know, when I was single, I used to always hang out in Lower Greenville, and I just don't want people to think that they shouldn't go there anymore, because it's, you know, it's like what you said an hour ago when I heard you on the radio. There's something strange happening.
I don't like you eavesdropping when I'm on the air.
I know, sorry.
Go ahead.
Sorry. And it'll pass. This too shall pass. But I just want to encourage people to go down there, because it's fine to go down there. My husband and I usually go down there every Saturday night after a movie and have hamburgers at Snuffers. Mm-hmm. So it's not like this is an area I never go to. I go there a lot.
Well, I understand that, but everybody knows that you always have an armed escort, and especially when you go down there tonight, you're going to have the news media, you're going to have cops around you, and it's not going to prove any point. It'll make tonight one of the safest nights in Lower Greenville, but what about Wednesday or Thursday? We could use more cops down there instead of chasing homeless people with shopping carts.
Well, I know that we need more police officers, and we're going to do a study this year to figure out how many.
Okay, but why are we wasting time on cops enforcing the homeless thing with panhandling? Because the only people that's affected are the firemen. Now the firemen can't stand on street corners and collect money. You still got the homeless people. I'm sure you drive around the cities of Dallas, the streets of Dallas, and you still see the homeless people in the corners. What are you going to do? Write them a ticket? A homeless person? You're going to write them a ticket?
You know, we're doing a homeless intake facility. Did you hear about that?
No, what is that?
That is a place where 24 hours a day, unlike now when a homeless person, 24 hours a day can't get help. There are only certain hours. You can go to certain offices or certain shelters. But we're going to have a place where 24 hours a day someone can come in, take a shower, get a hot meal, have a place to sleep, see a doctor, get their teeth looked at.
Sweetie, you know they don't want that. They just want cash, and that's all they're going to do. They're not going to show up to these places. In a real world, in a where the skies are blue and then the clouds say good morning and stuff like that, yeah, they'd want places to go. These people just want to collect cash and go off and do their own business.
I think half of them do because they've got drug or alcohol problems or mental health problems. But half of them, about 2,500 people in Dallas right now, really would like to get off the street. They're in transition. This is not the hardcore homeless, and those are the ones that I think we can help.
Okay, but don't you think there are other things at issue right now than focusing on panhandling and homeless people, especially when we have the crime issue in Dallas? We don't really have a police chief right now. Why are we focusing on things that don't really... We've got so many other things that we could really get our hands on and focus on right now, and it looks like we're just kind of dancing around the periphery.
But I do the big things every single day. And
periphery?
Peripheral?
Peripheral.
Too, but that's okay.
I thought periphery was a word.
Situation. The first time that we had one of the weekly crime meetings that we've done in August, the first thing they said in the meeting was, it sure would help us if you guys would give us the tool to get these shopping carts off the street. And we said, what are you talking about? And they said, well, most of the time when you see someone with a shopping cart, they've got stolen stuff in there. And we can't take the cart because they say it's their cart and there's no law that prevents them from going down the street with that shopping cart. And we said, okay, fine, we'll take care of that. So that was a 2-second thing. But it gets all the headlines because it looks small. But, Russ, whatever those police officers tell us that they need us to do, we should do it.
All right, so you're telling me the Police Officers Association, whatever it's called, DP, whatever, that they came to you and they said, hey, we need...
No.
Why would they come to you?
Not the association.
Okay, the DPA is what I was trying to say.
The weekly crime meetings that we have now at City Hall are the city manager, the city attorney, me, 2 council members, and then the whole top brass for the Dallas Police Department.
Okay.
The chief, all the deputy chiefs, the chiefs over the command, the different patrols, the 6 different patrol districts in our city, and they all come in and they give us an update every single Friday morning for 2 hours on crime, because we've got to get our crime statistics down, because we're the #1 crime city in America. Now, I'll tell you, 85% of it's property crime.
Okay.
So that's the good news, but it's just still way out of control.
Well, don't you think it would make more sense to focus on the crimes against persons and then handle this other stuff later? Don't you think we're shooting the police officers in a direction where they could be used better someplace else, like Lower Greenville?
Well, no, I think that we're using our patrol officers all over the city right now, and they're pretty well extended. So, I mean, they're focused. Like right now, I cannot tell you the amount of time and energy that has been spent the last month and a half on this Lower Greenville problem, because it makes the police officers so frustrated to have 2 guys that are out there with a gun that pop up predictably every single weekend, walk up to people on the sidewalk and put a gun in their face and take their money, and then jump in a car and take off. And then the next weekend they come back to the same neighborhood. I mean, it's incredible, and we haven't caught them yet.
Well, we haven't caught them because we're worried about too many other things. We're worried about the 6-foot rules in the bars and the non-smoking and all the other crap. It's just like they're mad men running the city of Dallas, and we can't really focus on one issue and grab a hold of it. We're scatter shooting.
I get 150 issues a day because there's a lot going on. We're the 8th largest city in America. And I have to tell you, the amount of time it took to smoke the ban was nothing. Now, there's been a lot of conversation about it. It's very high profile. But the amount of time I spent on it was minimal. All you had to do was pass the ordinance, and then you go on to the next topic, the Trinity River.
That's a pretty big thing, just to kind of, well, the Trinity River thing's been going on for a long time since I was a kid about revamping that area. But the whole smoking thing, it's like that's one reason I'm not going to open up a bar in Dallas, because I don't know what the city council or I don't know what you guys are going to do next. I know what the rules are now, but those could change in another 3 or 4 months.
Yeah, but I'm telling you that the bars we left alone, and I don't anticipate changing that because there isn't the political will on this council to do the bars. They really wanted to focus on the restaurants, which I think is a good thing. You don't think it's a good thing that you can't smoke in a restaurant now?
I think I would like to go into a bar where there's no smoking. But I also wouldn't want to open up a business under the current rules, like before the no smoking ban, open it up, put all this money in, and then have the city council come back later and go, oh, by the way, we know you've already invested all this money in this bar, but we're going to change the rules. Now you can't have smokers. You might lose some business, but we'll give it a shot and see what happens. And then you just said you only spent a couple of minutes making that decision.
But Russ, but you are assuming that a smoking ban hurts business. And I don't think it does.
Not the point. Let's say that it doesn't, but it could have, and you guys didn't really know. And you jeopardized, or you at least gambled, with businesses open in the city of Dallas when you threw that in.
So you know how we knew? Because 90 other cities in America have done it, and their restaurants haven't closed. And there has been not one shred of evidence anywhere in the country that smoking bans hurt people's bottom line and put them out of business. It just isn't happening. And there's smoking bans going into effect every month all over the country.
Well, I don't have anything to throw against that, so I can't really say anything. I just know I don't like the rules changing in the middle of a game. And if I open up a business and I put all this money into it, and then all of a sudden the city council comes back and says, we're going to change a few things, we don't think it's going to affect your business, but we're going to do it anyway. I don't think that's good business, and I think it's going to keep people out of the city of Dallas.
Well, I just went to a brand new restaurant in Plano because I'd heard a lot about it, and I thought, okay, let me go look at this restaurant. And I walked in, and they had a big bar and a restaurant, and no one was smoking. And I said, why aren't you guys smoking? This is Plano. And they said, oh, no, we don't want smoking, and we specifically banned it in our restaurant voluntarily, and our patrons love it. And if they want to smoke, there have been 5 people since we opened 6-7 months ago that have said, I have to smoke. And we said, fine, there's a restaurant down the street. You can smoke down there. But everybody else loves it. And I think for the most part, restaurants are pleased about the ban.
Well, I haven't talked to all of them. I'm just telling you that if it were me and I opened up a business and this came down the pike, I wouldn't appreciate it because I opened up the business under the terms that I already agreed to. I knew what I could do, I knew what I couldn't do, and all of a sudden this comes down the road. And it could screw up my business. And like you said, stats show that it doesn't, but you don't know that for sure. But you're willing to gamble my business and my clientele on it. That would piss me off as somebody that owns something. As an owner.
Well, and there were a couple of people on the council who felt exactly like you, and they voted against it. So I understand the point of view.
And what's the big deal with the 6-foot rule in the topless bars? What are you doing with that?
See, that's not my issue. That's not a big thing for me. The city attorney is pursuing that because there's case law from another state that showed that you could do the 6-foot rule, so they're pursuing it.
And you got, just so I make sure that I got this right, you've got no interest in this whatsoever.
Well, the interest I have is I want topless bars out of residential neighborhoods, period. So mine is an external bar issue. I don't want them in neighborhoods. That's my battle that I am ready to go fight all the way to Austin, wherever I have to do it. But as far as whether they are, dancing naked 6 feet from you or 12 feet from you or 18 feet from you, I don't really understand that as a big issue.
So you're telling me as the mayor of the city of Dallas, you can't say to the city attorney, I think we have other things we should probably address other than jacking around with the topless bars. Let's focus on some big things right now, and then if we got time later, we'll come back and harass them.
Well, it's not taking up my time, and if she wants to pursue it in the courts, it's fine with me. I will tell you, Birch Management, which has most of these clubs, has tied us up in knots legally for so many years. I don't have any sympathy for those guys. Okay?
How have they tied the city up in knots?
Because they've sued us for the last 20 years because they want to do whatever they want to do, wherever they want to do it, and they don't care about anything else.
But they can only open these businesses in areas that are already zoned. So it's not like they can accidentally open up in a neighborhood that they weren't zoned for.
Well, but when we had certain rules, you have to be 1,000 feet from, you can't be closer than 1,000 feet from a residential neighborhood or a church or a school. They filed suit. I mean, they have sued us every single time on every single way that we've tried to control their location. And then they've tried to get around us by saying, well, we're not a strip club. We're really just a dance hall. We just dance. Oh, okay. And then we get into court about that. And so it's been a very hard battle, and they have usually won. And so for the first time, Madeline Johnson, our new city attorney, she has actually turned the corner on this. And neighborhoods are really grateful for that because, you know, they have a right to exist, but they need to exist in neighborhoods where they don't bring down the quality of life for people in their homes.
I would like them in my neighborhood. That way I ain't got to drive home drunk.
And you are the only one in your neighborhood.
I would give cash if one opened up across the street from me.
You're right. Yeah, your neighbors wouldn't.
I don't care. Have I jumped her on everything?
I think you've hit them all.
And you know what? I'll give you credit because I wouldn't come on if I knew somebody.
I thought you were going to be tough on me.
I think I was tough. I'm trying not to scream at you because they're just.
Nah, you're a softie. You've always been a softie.
Listen, lady. I ain't got to be nice about this whole thing. Like I said, I give you credit for coming on because I wouldn't do it. And why is it all of a sudden, after so many months, and this show was ugly and you were offended, and somebody from the mayor's office calls and they say, hey, we're not going to have the mayor on anymore. Why is it all of a sudden you got something you want to call about?
Because this afternoon, it was funny. This afternoon, I was driving, and I saw a friend of mine named Brian Morehouse. And Brian said, hey, you know, Russ is mad at you. I said, well, what's he mad about? He says, I don't know. He's just always been mad at you lately on the radio. So I said, oh, maybe I'll call him. And I got in the
You mean
car.
nobody else has told you? Because we had Roy Williams on yesterday talking about your recall.
And I had no idea. He was at City Hall yesterday for half the day.
Is he cute? He sounds cute. Roy, is Roy cute?
I wouldn't classify Roy as cute, no.
Really? What would you call him? Say it. Say it.
No, you're not boxing me on this one. But, no, so I didn't know that he was on your station yesterday.
All right, well, what's the thing with the whole disability thing for the police injured in the line of duty? Explain it to me so I make sure that I've got this right. Who?
It's very complicated.
Okay, but when a police officer, let me see if I can simplify it for me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Police officers hurt in the line of duty. They get workman's comp for how many weeks from workman's comp?
They get it through their disability.
Okay, and they get that for how long?
I think till they go back to work full time.
Okay, and that's like 60% of their income? 70. And the city puts in another 30%, and it used to be for how long?
And the 70% is tax-free.
Okay. And the 30%, well, you know what? I don't care about tax-free. When somebody's injured in the line of duty, I don't care about taxes. I don't care about when somebody goes out and gets shot or they fall in the line of duty. I don't care about taxes or anything to go along with that.
Okay, I'm just doing the math with you here.
Okay. So now you have 30% that the city would put in for how long?
It used to be 52 weeks.
Okay.
Now it's 13.
And it dropped to 13. Why?
It dropped to 13 because we were wanting to save $1 million.
Okay, and there's no place else in the city of Dallas to cut back $1 million. You got to pick the one point. You already have a lot of the officers, and you know as well as anybody else, they're pissed off at the city. I don't even think that's an arguable point. They're pissed off at the city, and now we're going to say, hey, the ones that fall, the ones that are shot or hurt, we're only going to cover you for 13 weeks.
Well, but remember this. They also get, from the very first day you go to work as a police officer or a firefighter or a civilian, from the very first day you start to accrue sick time. And you build up that sick time. If you don't use it, you get to save it forever.
Okay.
Up to 1,440 hours.
That's sick time. That's not, I got shot in the arm time.
Listen.
Okay. Oh, don't you?
Let me finish.
All right.
So let's say that your 13 weeks ends. Now you're down to your 70% workers' comp. Well, to make up that 30%, you can start tapping into a third of a day of sick time. Are you with me?
Why would you want to use your sick time? Sick time is when you get sick. Sick time is not when you get shot.
It's not, but listen, most of the time when our employees are out on workers' comp, it's not for that. It's because they hurt their back or, it's some other kind of disability. Very, 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 very few of our 13,000 employees are out on workers' comp because they got shot, thank goodness.
All right, so why the big focus on this?
Because, listen, if I were an employee and any piece of my benefits were lowered, I'd be upset too. And for the last two budgets, because we've had financial problems, we have cut away at our employee benefits and compensation because 85% of our whole budget is salary and benefits. So when I have flat property tax revenues and flat sales tax revenues, and I have to cut, that's what I have to look at is the salary and benefits because it's 85% of my budget. Now, last year, we raised taxes 5%, property taxes, so that we wouldn't have to do, any more cutting. This year, we didn't raise taxes, but we also had that bond package.
So you're throwing out a lot of stuff, and you know that I'm stupid, and you're starting to get me off, you're starting to keep me unfocused. Unfocused.
Remember what I said when you said, let's discuss this issue? I said it's very complex, didn't I?
Well, it is, but I don't
You asked for it.
I don't care how it comes off or what the intricacies of this would be. It doesn't look good for this city to say to their police officers, we're not going to take care of you for the full run.
But let me tell you this. We are one of the few cities in America that are giving 5% raises 3 years running through a huge recession when we had budget shortfalls. And we're doing it, and we promised we would, and we're doing it.
Weren't they promised that all at once a couple of years ago?
We gave it to them a couple of years ago. We gave them 13% raises about 4 years ago, when times were good.
But didn't their insurance go up for some reason?
Yeah, their deductible went up this last year, which is terrible, too. In this budget, it went up from $300 a person to $1,000 a person, which is terrible. And listen, it's terrible. I wish it hadn't happened. And one of the reasons that we carved out some money to give our civilian employees $500 checks that are coming out in 2 or 3 weeks to try to offset that deductible because our civilians aren't getting raises when our sworn officers are getting raises, and we know that's not fair. I'm not saying that anything that we do, Russ, is perfect. It's not.
I almost want to come down and sit in a few of these meetings so I get a handle on it because a lot of it just doesn't make sense. That we're going to focus on a 6-foot rule in topless bars and we're going to ban homeless people and we're going to the no smoking thing. A lot of it just doesn't make sense when we've got other issues we can focus on. That's my biggest thing with your office and what's going on at the city of Dallas is it just sounds like nutty people are in control right now.
Well, you should listen. You could just listen on the radio. You don't even have to come down.
Is it still on WRR?
Yeah, you could just listen. We knew yesterday we had a meeting that lasted 10 hours dealing with stuff.
I don't think I'd enjoy that.
Well,
how often are you guys on WRR?
How long?
How often?
Oh, every other Wednesday when we have a voting meeting as opposed to a briefing meeting where the staff just gives us information. So, and our voting meetings are on the air every other Wednesday all day.
I don't know that I'm buying everything that you told me. I'll sit back and I'll digest it. And if I decide I want to jump you again for something else, we'll call you later.
Yeah, next time you hear something that you think is extraneous and you think that morons are running the city, call me on the phone. I'll call you back.
Well, I think we've tried that in the past, and you were unavailable.
Well, I'm calling you tonight. So let's do this again.
All right, we'll see. Enjoy your dinner tonight.
Well, thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
I still think you're a... But I won't say.
What did you just call me?
Your phone broke up.
Your phone cut out. What'd you call me?
I said I still think that you're a softie.
Oh.
You are.
That doesn't mean I'm not still going to look into your recall if you don't straighten up. Let that be your threat. I'm going to get with the black community and we're going to look into the recall if you don't straighten up the city of Dallas.
Yes, sir.
All right.
All right.
Now go think about what you've done.
Thank you, Mayor. Jesus. That was intense.
What?
Wow. Well, you just hit her with all the stuff, and she really kind of came back on most cases.
Well, here's the problem, is I don't know all the answers, all the stuff. I can hit her with the biggies, and then she can throw some stuff out, and it's like...
You didn't know.
Well, okay.
Yeah. That was very nice. She held her own.
I don't know if I'm buying this whole city attorney thing to where they want to go on the 6-foot rule. That ain't my thing.
That's what she said. I told you that the next day. So she said on Mark Davis that day when that was come up, when that brought up, she said, this is not my issue. I don't know who put that on me, but it's not my issue. I didn't bring that up.
I want to say I've always heard that, especially with the stuff going over on Bachman Lake. And if she's talking about the residential area, maybe. I'll have to sit back and think about everything she said.
Okay.
I know not everything can get fixed all at once. I just think that there are things going on down there. They're going, hey, we could fix this right now. Let's do this. We can get rid of the homeless people. We can start the ban right now. That's easy. It'll look like we're doing something. Let's do that.
Headlines.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, we have something set up here in the building.
What?
With
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The airbags?
Yes.
Do we have time to do that? We got a break.
You need to break. It's up to you.
I mean, city will take care of itself. We have to set up.
Yeah, F the city.
Yes.
Laura Miller's doing a fine job.
Yes, she is.
How many do we have wired? Yes. All right, we'll do it after the break. We'll be back.
This is Russ Martin.
Do what?
It's just an email. It says, good interview overall, but you missed a point on the smoking ban. The reason it is wrong is because restaurant is private property. Private property is fundamental to freedom. For her to say that government busybodies can tell you what you can or cannot do on your own property.
Well, obviously they can, because every business is governed by the city.
Sure.
Permits, whatever.
Clearly.
That's not my issue with the smoking ban. Personally, I'd love for every restaurant to be smoke-free.
Right.
I don't like it. It irritates the hell out of me. I can't stand it when I'm sitting at a bar and somebody comes up right next to me and decides to fire one up. Point is, that company opened that business with the knowledge that they could have smokers.
Correct.
And if I go into a restaurant, I know there's a chance I'm going to sit by some jackass that smokes. And as much as I'd like to jump all over this and go, yeah, I think everything should be smoke-free.
I agree.
But if it's a private business, and I know that if I go in there, there's a chance I'm going to sit next to somebody, that's my own
chance you've decided to take. There's another one here. You might want to send the audio of the Laura Miller interview to Mark Davis and leave a little note with him. This is how you interview the effing mayor. Thank you for your time.
Oh. And I'm sure there's going to be some stuff that I missed.
Well, you really weren't prepared for the interview because she just called out of the blue.
What does that mean? It means I'm stupid?
No, it was good. It just means you might have researched stuff more if you knew tomorrow the mayor's calling. You didn't know she was calling and talking to 6 months.
I addressed everything that I had a problem with.
You did very well.
The other stuff, I couldn't give a rat's ass.
That's very good. And she handled herself well, I think.
Yeah.
In the end.
I still think I got tap and dance in some of the responses. But it's like I said before we got her on. I'm not going to get anything changed.
Nothing's going to change. So in the end, you guys agreed to disagree. I'm kidding. Sorry. Don't yell. Don't hit me.
Yes, Michael.
You are such a pussy. Man, Mark Davis chewed on her ass 10 times harder than you did ever thought of. Every time she gets on his show, he doesn't.
Absolutely not. Wait, a week ago?
Well,
you're nuts.
The only time I've heard him actually sit there and get on her side, but every other show before that, he's just drilled on her every
No,
time.
he hasn't.
Yes.
I heard a call that he got last week to where somebody was bagging on Laura Miller, and he gave it 3 seconds and went on.
Yeah, I heard that. He changed the subject because he didn't want to talk about it. He wanted to talk about what he had a point right up.
No, he didn't want to talk about that. I heard what he pitched going into the break, and it was a bunch of pablum.
All right, guys. Well, hey,
nice try. Eat it. No, you're not, because you're not going to get the chance.
No.
Mark Davis ain't never jumped on the mayor's office.
Or anybody for that matter. No, he had her on. He just said, well, you just got to love to hate her sometimes. All right, Laura, just that whole smiley thing. And I like Mark.
All right. Are we all set?
Yes.
Everything's ready? Airbags in place?
Yes.
Okay. Before we do that, I got to ask Gavin something, because are you ready for this?
What?
Sales wants, how we have the New Year's Eve party coming up?
Yes.
And Cape Buffalo gave me 50, an area that I can pack 50 people in.
Like we had last year.
Right. 50 VIP passes.
Correct.
Okay. Each one's good for one person.
Mm-hmm. Worked out great last year.
Yeah. They're up on the website now. People can bid on them. The money goes back into the Police Fire Foundation. Right. Because this show, this entity takes care of our police and fire for more than just 13 weeks. Anyway, sales, I forget what he wants. It's either 5 or 10, whatever it is, they're not getting it.
Oh.
They want it for free.
Oh, you made this a point last year. Well, we got new salespeople now. But remember the guys that snuck in last year?
Yeah. even though we even bought our own VIP passes because we knew the money, last year was going to the Cindy Coyle Foundation. Not the point. It was another charity.
Right. We had to buy our own, or wanted to buy our own.
Yeah. It's after hours. I don't have I need Gavin's direct number. Yeah, Ronnie?
Buddy, I just wanted to tell you that your interviewing skills have improved dramatically. That was a great interview with the mayor.
What was wrong with my skills before?
Ronnie. Well, there's nothing wrong with them. You know, I just think now it's time to get the governor of Texas back on, and let's discuss that piranha in the Rio Grande issue.
I got to go. Is that Gavin? Gavin?
Hey, Russ, how are you?
I'm dandy.
Nice.
Why is it that sales thinks they're going to get some of my VIP passes?
Well, what I was thinking is, because I know it's a charitable event and everything.
How long is this going to take to blow the airbags in his office?
It'd be a good for a client on
not very far.
Where are you going to be so I can see you?
Actually, I'll be just back over here.
I'm sorry, what?
I said it would be a good perk on New Year's.
A perk for... Wait a minute. So I'm going to lose money for the foundation because you want to perk some clients?
Well, we can work around.
Tell me again.
You won't be able to see me because I'll be just outside our door here.
Hold on.
We can have sales. I'm just, trying to throw them a little bone.
What do they need a bone for? So we're going to have... How many do they want? I got to be able to see you.
About 5 or 10.
Yeah, JD, stand over here.
Maybe we could build it into the package.
You know not to do them all at once. All right. You build them into what package?
I was thinking, as part of the, a package for annuals next year.
I don't know what that means. You're talking about when a client buys a year?
Yeah, exactly. If a client was buying a year and they said, hey, I'm a big Russ Martin fan, then it would be able to...
Why is it a client... Why is it one of the salespeople who has somebody like D&M? Yeah. Why isn't that salesperson, why can't they buy the VIP pass and then give it to D&M? Why does everything have to be free? We're buying our own passes.
I don't totally disagree with you. And I will buy my own pass so I can spend New Year's.
Okay. So why is it sales should get these free?
Well, I was just thinking we could use a couple of them for sales purposes.
How many is it that you want again?
Anywhere between 5, 10.
They only gave me 50.
Well, maybe we can work it into the package so that, it would work out so that we can get funds from it somehow. Ah, Jesus! Holy Jesus! What the hell? God! What the hell was that? Oh, Jesus! What? Don't! Come on!
No. Don't do the other one.
Come on! Are those airbags?
What?
Are those airbags?
Are you crying?
Russ! What the hell?
There was only 2. It's all right. Are you okay?
My heart's beating. Oh my God!
What'd you fire them all for?
I thought you wanted them all 3 times.
I sat there and I told you, I'll tell you when I want each one to go off. How hard is that?
It's not hard at all.
If I wanted all 3 off at the same time, I'd have just told him blow them off.
They didn't go off at the same time.
The first one went off and the second one went off. I was waiting on the third one to go. Why'd you blow the third one?
He pointed at me.
What'd you point at him for?
It was wait a minute, don't fire.
He don't know that that's wait a minute.
We need a sign. I'm sorry.
Why did you guys work this out ahead of time? Obviously, if I got 3 airbags and I don't want them all to go off at the same time, you guys... hairy ones. I said I wanted these to go off in stages, and I would tell you when I wanted each one to go off. Why didn't that just happen?
Well, you did.
It did not. They didn't go off when I wanted them to. What didn't just happen right?
My finger symbols were bad.
Why wasn't that set up before we got on the air?
I don't know.
Is that an answer I need?
No, but at this moment, I don't know. I didn't know how the mechanics what was going to go on.
I told you guys yesterday, I don't care if it was funny or not. I told you I wanted these to go off in the order that I wanted to go off. I wanted them to think everything was fine, and the only ones and then the third one goes off like a minute and a half later. Did I not say all of that yesterday?
Yeah.
Eddie? I can't even have fun anymore. So what do I do now?
You want me to quit?
Is that going to fix anything?
Not now.
Okay.
Maybe in the future. I won't screw anything else up.
Did you do it?
No, well, kind of. I was in the room and it happened and I did it. I guess I did it.
Why is it nobody was around to make sure that we had communication so Eddie would know when to fire each one off? Why wasn't that done? Who's the producer of this thing?
Mally.
Oh, Mally!
Yes.
Did you have anything to do with this?
Not that I was aware was.
You people are pussies. Did we at least get video?
Yes.
2 cameras hidden.
Good. Were they on?
Yes. I distracted him during the last break and Eddie went in and started the cameras.
I wanted him to be lulled to the fact that they had all gone off and everything was fine.
I understand.
Yes, Joe.
Hey, Russ. Love your show, buddy.
Thank you.
Listen, it was hilarious. I was dying laughing, man. And there was a little delay there. I just want to say there was a delay. I know not what you wanted, but it was hilarious. And you kind of put a damper, buddy, when you jumped on everybody. It was funny, Russ.
I didn't play out the way that I wanted it to, and it's not your call, and it's not their call.
I know. It was still funny.
It would have been a lot funnier, and I could have milked it for another few minutes.
You're right.
Thank you.
All right.
Has anybody checked on Gavin? Is he okay?
Who?
Gavin.
Oh. What's his number?
2540.
This is Gavin.
Are you okay?
Can I come from under my desk right now?
Is that where you are now?
Yeah, I'm
I'd stay there. Maybe you should go look and see if he's okay. We'll wait.
His office is gone.
Is it really?
Yes.
Those things are strong.
Where did you have them all?
I had one next to his desk between his desk and a wall. There was like a 2-foot space there.
Do we have both cameras covering it off?
Yes.
Covering it? We got all angles?
I believe so.
Hi, Gavin.
There are newspapers through my ceiling.
They went through the ceiling?
Yes, I have 2 holes in the ceiling.
No, they didn't.
Okay.
I have to go look. Okay. I can't wait to see the video. How long did the cameras run before they fired off?
About 4 or 5 minutes. I talked to him about something else during the break, and Eddie went in and started him.
Okay.
During the commercials.
I'm so nice to you.
Did you get hurt? We had your safety, what do we have?
We had your safety as our primary concern.
You didn't get hurt.
Right.
We tested one earlier. Moved the door off of credenza.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering what happened to that. I walked to my office and it was off.
We'll get that fixed. Everything's fine now. We're out of airbags.
You sure?
Yeah. Everything's fine.
Put that lighter in your hand down.
I was going to have Eddie throw a chaser in your office, but I couldn't find one. Yes, Troy?
Hey, Russ. That bit was funny as hell, and then you go...
That's all you need to say. I just stopped there. By the way, no VIP passes for sales.
Whatever you say at this point, man. I'm in a studio staring right at you. You could say, give me a raise, and I'm like, you're on.
I got to go look at the office. Yeah. How long before you can send the video to Chris at BurtBiz?
Later tonight when we get off the air.
Okay. Can you edit the two together?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Or we just have the 2 different angles go off. Yeah. So what blew in the air?
I brought in a newspaper this morning, and it's in the ceiling still. It stuck through the ceiling. And then on the other side, I guess you guys had one in the wastebasket. That put a hole through the ceiling. Not to mention the trash is just totally exploded.
Okay, one by the desk, one in the trash can. Where's the third one?
There was another one in a chair off to the side.
Underneath his TV?
Underneath the TV.
I felt like I was back in the 60s with that drill back in school where you had to go under the desk.
I gotta go look. Do we need a break here?
We need to.
Okay. Let's see if what's on that call screen. Don't want to take anything before we break? Quickly? Line 2? Yeah, Jason?
Russ.
Yes?
Somebody needs a hug, brah. That was an awesome segment. You're doing well. You're trying too hard, my friend.
Okay.
Night-night.
All right.
This is Russ Martin.
All right, I'm over being pissed off. Okay. You watch the video a couple of times. That'll take care of much anything.
His office. We got to put some stills up. It looks like a war zone.
The airbag that Eddie stuck in one of his trash cans, the trash can is metal, and it bowed out sideways.
Right.
And I guess somebody said a morning news on top of one of the other airbags, shot it through the ceiling, through that, whatever this crap is called, the white stuff on the ceiling.
Yeah, the white tiles.
One of the other ones, I'm not sure what it shot in the air, but it hit Eddie's camera that was up in the corner and hit somehow it hit the zoom.
It laid on top of the zoom.
So the camera zooms in. They're just freaking out that nobody's in there, and all of a sudden the camera's pulling into a tighter shot. So we can edit the two together.
All right.
But in the future,
yes, I know.
I'd like some type of communication. Think of it as a military operation. They don't just wave in the window and go, hey, fire one.
You're right.
There was supposed to be a cue for each explosion. Why they all went off in a course of 30 seconds, I don't know. You guys discuss it without me.
I screwed up. Blame it on me. I was the guy in the window. I didn't.
Why aren't you guys using the two-way?
I would think he'd hear that. That he was just right, not too far from his office. It should have been a hand signal. Like 1, 2, and 3, something like that. It should have been. I screwed up. Mm-hmm. Do to me what you will.
No, that's okay. I'm over it.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
I know better.
Just seems like little things are getting screwed up more and more recently. Do I not have a big enough hand in the show? Would you guys like me to come in earlier and just make sure everything's done?
I don't have an excuse. I'm not going to give you one.
Okay. I'm just asking. After having a little conversation with the mayor, I'm feeling open to having a real honest dialogue.
No. I know better than this. No.
I'm being open and warm.
I made a mistake. I screwed up. We're not paramilitary. I screwed up. I didn't do it right. I should have had hand signals. I didn't. I didn't know I was going to be over there. You're right. I screwed up. Nobody fault. Eddie did his part perfect.
I've decided to let it go.
No, you won't. I know better. Just do something bad to me and get it over with.
Oh, no. That's far too generous. Okay. Want to watch the video again? I still can't believe they stick these in cars.
I know.
Where's play?
That's what I said. Driving home, I'm going to be very careful. I do not want that going off my mug.
One, it's funny because he's just standing.
So that, it would work out so that, we can get funds from it. So. Holy jeez! What the hell is God? What the hell is that? Jesus! What? No! Come on!
At this point, he's under his desk.
Yes.
Are those airbags? Ross! What the hell?
There goes the third one.
just starts to relax. You can breathe. Oh, it's over.
I just like the why.
Why?
Here comes the third one again. Perhaps the airbags were perfectly timed out. I apologize.
No, all right. That still doesn't erase it, but all right.
We should really charge to see this.
I think so.
It's a shame to give this one away for free.
I said that one's going to be right up there with the Mark Cuban toilet paper.
This is a lot better than Roland Cuban's house.
Yeah.
Maybe $1 a pop.
People would pay it. $1? Absolutely.
Well, if you do PayPal, they take like a couple of %. I get with Chris at Burt Biz. I won't see it again. What do we got to play?
What did I tell you?
Yes, I think I'd enjoy that. Yeah, we need to take stills of his office.
Oh, it's a mess.
Because I never would have believed that airbags did all this crap. We could sell this to somebody.
Absolutely.
Here comes the third one.
Comes a deep breath. Listen. There it is.
What if he misses Vegas?
Probably. Nobody ever did this to him in Vegas, I promise you.
He doesn't cuss.
No, he doesn't. I'm amazed.
Rob Riddlemoser, when we drill through his wall or whatever, F or S or GD, or that'd be the first thing out of his mouth. Normally with Rob, you'd miss a good portion of the bit because we'd have to hit the delay 2 or 3 times. I don't think Gavin cussed once.
He didn't.
I like him.
Good. I'm glad he's in the fold.
All right. What are we playing?
What did I tell you?
Okay. I'll need 3 people, please, Ann. Here we go. Do you have giveaways?
I do.
Yummy.
Now it's time to play everybody's favorite game.
Really, I apologize. The airbags were perfectly timed.
No, okay. Doesn't change what happened.
I'm sorry I overreacted. I'm very pleased with the way the bit played out. I'm sure I put a damper on at the end.
That's okay.
No, it's not.
Now it's time to play everybody's favorite game.
Everyone's doing a fine job, and I appreciate everyone's effort.
Just tell me what you're going to do to me.
I'm not doing anything. After watching the tape, I'm pleased with the way the airbags went off. In my mind, it would have been funnier to let it go a little bit longer. The tension would have built. It probably. You guys are F-ups.
Now it's time to play everybody's favorite game. And here's your host, Russ Martin.
Let's get our players on the phone. Hi, Doug.
Hey, Russ. How you doing, partner?
Dandy. What do you do for a living?
I'm an artiste. I do Western sculptures.
What do you sculpt out of?
Clay.
Oh, cool. All right. And what about you, Bill? What do you do?
Operation, I do Domino's Pizza and take it to Operation Kindness.
Yeah, Domino's has done that. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did that. You did that for their last event.
Yeah, exactly.
I appreciated that.
No problem.
All right. And what about you, Dave? What do you do?
I'm a painter for Texas Equipment and Service.
Okay. What are they playing for, John?
They'll be playing for 1 month free Larry Fitness, the locations, to get also a book, Living Lean. They also have 12
What's the name of the company?
Larry North Fitness.
Oh, you just said Larry Fitness.
Sorry.
Thought maybe he's consolidating.
I'm rattled.
What are you rattled about? I said you guys did a fine job. I've decided I overreacted.
No. How long have I known you?
I just said I looked at the tape. It's like a ref making a bad call, and he looks at the tape over and over, and he decided that I've reversed my call. Give me my yellow flag back.
Okay. 12 months bronze level web hosting service from BurtBiz.com, the official web host of Live 105.3 and the Russ Martin Show, and a free concealed handgun license class from the DFW gun range.
All right. Dave, are you the one with the noise in the background?
Yeah, I've got birds, man. I'm sorry.
Okay. That's all right. Okay. Everybody know how to play?
Yep.
All right. Your name is your buzzer. Here we go. Questions about the show. Who do we know that is glad to be working again? So his wife...
Dave.
Go ahead, Doug.
That would be Dan Lewis.
Yes. So his wife only says she hates him half as much as she normally does. Who on the show hates being bothered by listeners on weekends so much?
Doug.
Go ahead, Doug.
Russ.
Yes, that he wears a hat while driving the Batmobile. Who do we know that is ready to gobble up all the Christmas treats, including Mama's special holiday fishy pie? Dave, go ahead. Bill, go ahead.
Dan.
No.
Doug. Dave.
Doug?
It was Trey.
Trey Trenholm is right. Who do we know? They got a letter in the mail begging him to stop telling people. Go ahead, Dave.
JD.
Nope. Begging him to stop telling people where he got a Screw it. Dan Lewis is right. Who on the show loves the holiday classic How the Grinch Stole Christmas, mostly because of the word stole?
Doug.
Bill.
Go ahead, Doug.
That would be Taco.
No. Okay. Say the other one.
Dan.
Dan O'Malley is right. And we don't think that Dan was really trying to take those DVD players.
No, we don't. Not at all.
How they got on his desk, we don't really know.
No.
And from his desk down into his carry bag.
No. Clean it up.
Yeah. Office was cluttered with equipment. Who on the show uses a king-size mattress as a pillow for his huge head? Go ahead, Dave.
JD.
JD is right. Who do we know that is hanging out with his retarded Asian neighbor?
Doug.
Go ahead, Doug.
That would be Lee.
No. I give it to him. Strangely, that's close.
Yes.
I'll ask it as another question. Here we go. Do you give him credit for that one?
Yes.
All right. Who do we know that is hanging out with his retarded Asian neighbor?
Doug.
Just go ahead, Doug.
Dan Lewis.
Yes. Just so he doesn't appear to be the dumbest guy on the block.
He's still running around in circles on their dog or whatever?
Yeah, I think the last time Dan told us the story, they were still having problems catching him. Crazy Asians.
No kidding.
Who on the show hopes to take the family out to eat more often?
Dave.
Dan.
Go ahead,
Bill.
Dave.
Bill.
I know. Everybody else wait. Who on the show hopes to take the family out to eat more often so he can save the change and actually buy them something for Christmas?
Eddie.
Who was it? Bill?
Yeah.
Yes?
Eddie.
Yes. Thank you. Who on the show inspired... All right. Who on the show inspired the holiday stretched out neck sweater sale?
Doug.
At Dillard's. Go ahead, Doug.
JD.
JD's right.
No offense, partner.
No problem.
Who on the show looks longingly out his window every night, hoping to see the bat signal flash across the sky? Doug?
That would be you.
So he doesn't feel so ridiculous wearing the outfit. Who do we know that has cornered the market with his Loser of the Month Jelly Club?
Doug.
Go ahead, Doug.
That would be Dan Lewis.
Yes.
Man.
Oh, Jesus. Oh.
Who do we know that has to help Mom shave the kitty?
Oh, Doug.
Doug, go ahead.
I mean, not me, but Trey.
So he doesn't get in trouble when it tickles his nose. These last three? Let me see which one. Okay, what's okay. Here we go. Who on the show visits the doctor regularly and is taking cholesterol medicine so he can prolong his pathetically big-headed life? Dave, go ahead.
JD.
JD is right. But do we know that hates the holidays because it's hard to wash the granny smell off of your weenie?
Doug.
Go ahead, Doug.
Trey.
Yes. And finally, who do we know that doesn't have enough talent to I don't even have to finish the question. Everybody knows that it's Dan Lewis. Sweet Jesus, don't you know how stupid your show was? Doug?
Me, Dan.
Yes. And the score, John?
Bill had 2, Dave had 3, Doug had 11.
I'll tell you what he's got.
He's got a month of Larry North Fitness, plus the book, Living Lean, and 12 months of Bonds Level weather posting service from birdbeers.com, the official web host of Live 105.3 and the Russ Martin Show. Plus, if he doesn't have one, a free concealed handgun license class from DFW Gun Range, dfwgun.com.
This is Russ Martin.
Dan, get Gums. Get Gavin on the phone. He's been a stand-up guy. I'd like to thank him before we get off the air. He has been.
Gavin.
What up, G-Spot?
Wait. Anything coming my way? What's going on? How are you, buddy?
Dandy. I just wanted to thank you for being a stand-up guy.
You're welcome.
No, really. You came into the station. You came into a weird situation. You didn't really know how we were going to be. We could have acted like, the big cocky ass on the block and not listen to you.
Does that mean G-Spot can get some Russ Martin chick action or what?
Do you need us to fix you up?
That wouldn't hurt.
Go get him, Eddie.
Single, good-looking guy.
How old are you?
32 on Sunday.
Oh, it's his birthday.
Oh, your birthday Sunday?
Yeah.
Well, how about a little cake action?
I'd like that. What the hell was that?
What?
Ah! Oh, God! Now you got these things with delay action? I see these sparks come flying in. And then I push my head over, and all of a sudden it starts flaming.
It's all right. You're not supposed to look directly at the flash. No. What's the matter with you?
G-Spot is not happy. You can count on that right now.
All right, we'll have you something for your birthday on Sunday then.
Thank you very much. That's it.
Okay, good.
You'll be a chaser. All right, for more information about the Russ Martin Show, email us individually. Go to russmartin.com. Also,
Hey, maybe we should get a black guy to chase him around the building.
Stop it. No.
Get it?
I get it. Quit. You want to also see the audio, or the video, rather.
We just tell him that we're out.
Quit. Stop. The video of the airbags popping is...
They get him a fuse if we got to.
No, we're at russmartin.com. Get answers to any questions you may ever have about the Russ Martin Show. Go to russmartin.info. Instant email during the show, studio at russmartin.com. Other sites, johndavidryan.com, eddieBoyd.com, danantassos.com, gaillightfoot.com, and thedanlewishow.com. Let's see what else. Limousine service provided by Elton Limousines. Contact George at limogeorge.com. And everything else is at live1053.com.
All right. Tomorrow Wednesday. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
See ya.
Go ahead, Eddie. I'll turn the mic on out there.
Chase Lee?
What?
Chase Lee down the hall.
Well, some of his skin tags are black.
Yeah,
No.